UFC 279 pre-fight stream that I do every Friday before a big pay-per-view. And who would have thought when I talked to you guys last night? What an absolute, I want to call it a catastrophe, but I don't know. It turned out pretty good. If you guys have been following this channel, if you guys have been following this channel for at least a month and a half, you have heard me beg and plead with the MMA gods. Please, Chimaev, miss weight. Please, Chimaev, non-serious injury. Anything to cancel Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. Anything. And sure enough, Khamzat Chimaev misses weight. Nate Diaz refuses to fight Khamzat Chimaev, and rightfully so. I'm not saying anything bad about it. And we are getting Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Believe it or not, I've basically been sitting in my office since about 5 to 6, and I was waiting from about 4:30 to 6 for the official news to make my first video. I now have, and I'm going to release it probably in the middle of the stream, honestly, because it needs as much time as it can get. I've made 2 new full breakdown and prediction videos. I'm sure some of you have already watched Tony Ferguson, Nate Diaz prediction. That is out on the channel as we speak. I just uploaded as I started this stream, maybe a couple minutes before I started this stream. I uploaded Chimaev versus Holland breakdown and prediction, which will be out probably during the stream, honestly, because it just needs to get out there. I've released 2 videos today so far. I have a third one coming, and I'm doing a stream right now. So the picture I found of Kevin Holland that I wanted to use was a little bit weird, so you'll see it in the thumbnail. But I just tweaked the thumbnails that I had to make, because I wanted to make, badass thumbnails. I've been using Photoshop to make like thumbnails and whatnot. But I just tweaked the ones I had and made them look as good as possible, because they don't need to be super, complex or anything like that. But I get my wish, guys. I get my wish. I've been complaining about Chimaev versus Diaz for what seems like, I think I'm a little bit off center. Let me move over a little bit. For what seems like 25 years. 25 years I've been complaining about Diaz versus Chimaev. I had no desire to see it. And now we're not getting it. I'm so happy. I am so happy. If you wanted to see Chimaev Diaz, just get out of the stream right now. Just leave. I cannot believe it. I'm so pumped. I'm probably not making a Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez prediction. I'm actually going to go on Tapology and make all my picks right now, because I usually do it on Friday, and then I didn't do it because there's been so much news, I haven't had a chance. Okay, do that, pick that. I don't even know who I'm picking in Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez. Okay, I got to decide. Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? Li Jingliang or Daniel Rodriguez? Li Jingliang or Daniel Rodriguez? I'm torn on this one. For now, I'm going to go Daniel Rodriguez by decision. But I can honestly see that fight going either way. I'm going to Irene Aldana. I just don't think Macy Chastone is that good. I could see Aldana finishing her. She had that brutal finish against Yana Kutsukaya. Is she going to finish her? I usually pick women's fight for decision almost all the time. Geez, I usually have my picks dialed in. And now I'm kind of making them on the fly right now. So I'm kind of, give me a second. I'm looking through them. Guys, if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. Also, don't forget to like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would like the stream. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel right this very second. We're 200 subscribers away from 5,000. Who knows? We could get it tonight. We could get it tonight. I guess I'll go with that. This one's an easy pick to make. That's an easy one to pick. I wonder who I'm picking in this one. Jeez Louise, I have no idea who to pick in this one. I'm trying to pick all my fights and then we'll go through them. This one's honestly a straight up toss-up. Straight up toss-up. Old, both guys old as hell. Let's see. Why is Jake Collier such... I mean, everyone's picking Jake Collier. That's nuts. I'm trying to dial in these picks, but I just don't know. I'll go second round KO there. I'll answer your guys' questions in 1 second. I'm just trying to dial in my picks, and then I can tweak them later. I can tweak them later. Let's get that in. Jeez Louise. I'm going to go with that by decision. All right, I'm on the last fight. Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? I'm going to go with him. Okay, I'm going to save my predictions, and I'm going to go back and look at them and might tweak them. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey, Joey, who you got in both matchups? I got to place some bets before these lines move. I have Tony Ferguson, and I have Khamzat Chimaev, and I'll be releasing the Khamzat Chimaev video very, very soon. Joey called for the Nate-Tony fight all along. I agree. Yep, I did. What's going on? This is going to be an insane pay-per-view, all because Khamzat missing weight. Exactly. It's going to be straight up insanity. By the way, I think I'm going to be live streaming the pay-per-view after. I mean, it changes into what I've been begging for this whole time. I have to live stream it. When I was watching the weigh-ins on YouTube, there was 320,000 people watching. Insane Dana's going to have a great pay-per-view numbers. Thank the MMA gods this happened. Yeah, shout out to the MMA gods. Holland going to get wrecked worse than when he fought Vettori. Hope the takedown defense is better. Yeah, I hope the takedown defense is better. It turned out great. We won't see Khabib versus Tony ever, but Tony versus Diaz, oh my God, this is tight. Will be better than Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. I'm looking forward to it. What's happening? I'm going on vacation. Woo, waiting for a taxi. I think Holland can get it done. What do you mean you're going on vacation right now? What's up, Joey? What a weird day in MMA. I'm hyped for the main event. I agree. I think Holland guys started the brawl in the back, supposedly. Joey, the MMA gods have blessed us and screwed over Dana White. Tony and Nate just made the card. Yeah, I agree. Only wish the card had Diaz in the co-main and Chimaev in the main. It doesn't matter. They're both 5 rounds. Who cares? Such a better card. It does suck for Lee, but I think he gained a lot of fans with the suit fiasco. I've never scrolled Twitter as much as I did today. Endless news. I agree. Me too. Khamzat is so lucky he got Kevin Holland fight. Worst attitude I've ever seen in a fighter. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Didn't D-Rod weigh in? Yes. Li Jingliang got screwed. Hit the like button. Yes, please do. Before I leave, Joey, how much better does this pay-per-view get as far as a grade you were going to give it before and now? I actually answered this question in the video I did reacting to the news. So that just goes to show you guys missed it. But I graded it a 3 out of 10 before. With the changes, it doubled the grade. I give it a 6 out of 10. Good vibes only. What's your grade for 279? It's a 6 out of 10. This card has been very useful for MMA content creators, I'm sure. Why is MMA Guru hating on you so much lately? I have no idea. I don't watch MMA Guru. I wouldn't even know who he is if it wasn't for me having my channel. So I don't know. I can't answer that. You have to ask him. Rocking with the Leech. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that fight. I just want 280 to happen so badly. Agreed. What's up, Tommy? This pay-per-view will be making serious money. Yeah, with all the controversy, I think that it's increased buys probably. The second I heard the news, I remember how you wanted Tony versus Nate. That's crazy. A lot of people either messaged me on Instagram or messaged me on Twitter and said, we're talking about how I had always wanted, Nate versus Tony, and I've been crying that it's egregious that they're on the same card but not fighting each other. Bye, Khamzat. Welcome, Shavkat. Sure. Let me guess you're on Almeida like the rest of the internet. Big upset in the making. Are we talking about Jalton Almeida? He's going to destroy that guy he's fighting. Nate Diaz could have taken his money and ran, but he stuck around. No, he couldn't have. He couldn't have taken his money and run. The UFC would have just, it would have been extended, automatically extended, since he didn't resign, since he didn't fight, is what I meant to say. I'm going to go back to Dublin for a couple days, then a few days in Europe. That's awesome. Hey, Joey, had a smudge feeling something was going to happen after the press conference. Do you think the weight stuff was part of the script? I don't know if they think like that much into it, to be honest. Khamzat is a clown. 8.5 is way too much. Agreed. Li Jingliang saved UFC 279. I wouldn't go that far, but I like Khamzat, but that's super unprofessional, missing weight. I agree. Diaz, Khamzat, and Leach for the win. What do you think? No, I got Tony. I think Tony's going to smash Nate, honestly. He's going to smash him pretty badly. It's going to be competitive, though, but he's going to smash him and cut him open. Do you think Khamzat days as a welterweight are over? I don't know. This is essentially 2 weight misses in a row because he cheated on the towel last fight. Leach and Ferg. Is there any footage of the backstage brawl? There really was no brawl. I have a video. What really happened at the UFC 279 presser? I have a video. Go check it out. Nothing. There was no brawl. That's a figment of people's imagination used to generate clicks on articles and videos. Remember when we all thought Till Khamzat bromance was awesome? How things have changed. They lame now. I don't really think that has anything to do with this. Nope. Almeida gets finished, played, fight. Okay. Nate said backstage interview, Megan, that he's 1-0 this week after Khamzat couldn't make weight, and now he has a chance to go 2-0. That is the one thing. That is the one thing I hate about this card and this whole debacle. Is like Nate Diaz fans being delusional that he would have won. Because he wouldn't have. He would have got smashed. That's why I didn't take the fight. I mean, I would have took it either. But, yeah, he would have got wrecked, guys. He would have got wrecked badly. So, that's the only thing. Sorry, guys. I'm actually posting links in my description of my video I'm about to release. I just need to get it out there. I mean, we got 24 hours for people to watch it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and release it in a few minutes. I want to make sure it's all processed. Okay, it is processed. So I will release that in a minute. I had a feeling Khamzat was going to miss weight. They knew this morning. This saved the card. Isn't it crazy how there's not one person, I feel, who doesn't think the card is significantly better? I mean, the card's significantly better. Odds of Nate getting cut would be minus 600. Yeah, if Nate doesn't bleed tomorrow, I'm going to be shocked. You forget Nate is a black belt in BJJ. No, I did not. Did you see Khamzat interview saying the doctors made him stop cutting weight at 4 a.m.? Not sure he would have made it anyway, but would have been a lot better. Yeah, he must have been having issues anyway. Who do you have for the next welterweight and middleweight champs? Any chance Khamzat still has a chance for either? Yeah, I think Khamzat can still be welterweight champ, and I think the next welterweight champ will be Kamaru Usman. The next middleweight champ, no idea. Superstar to super loser. He's definitely coming out smelling like shit on this one. At least the best fight, Walker Kutalaba, never changed. Stop it. Kevin Holland fighting out of Fort Worth, Joey Boy. Hope he wins. TJ Aljo, who you got? I think Aljo smashes his to problem. I think TJ destroys him badly, and I'm confident. How quickly does Khamzat sub Holland? You'll have to watch the prediction video to find out. I'm about to release it anyway. How much more does the UFC have to pay to save this card? At least probably like 400,000 or 500,000, I would guess. I would hope so. But maybe like 200,000. Outside of the Leech having to fight over 10 pounds, it was death saved. Yeah, that does suck. Diaz fans have some fanatical loyalty. Diaz fans have the same fanatical loyalty as Cowboy fans. I think you're trying to say doesn't matter what happens, they are the best. There you go. How does Khamzat missing weight compare to Costa missing weight? I mean, it's a much bigger fight. It's a much bigger fight. And I don't know. I don't know. It's not a good look. Khamzat looks way worse than Costa did, in my opinion. No, I did not. Do you think Costa versus Khamzat will be competitive, or does Costa just outsize him? Costa probably outstrikes him. Did you see Sugar Sean's reaction? No, I did not. Yeah, I think it's a possibility, but I doubt it. Holland has underrated BJJ. I feel like everyone says that. You're one of the first MMA YouTubers that is dedicated to try to keep up the chats and question. Respect that. Yeah, I try to do my best, but I'm able to right now. So I guess if I was bigger, I wouldn't be able to. I guess I'll go ahead and just release this right now. I don't know how it'll do, but I'll have less than 24 hours for people to watch it. I got to release it now. Boom. It's released. My co-main event prediction is out. Don't go watch it now unless you're going to watch the entire thing. So I just released that. Leach is a beast. I became a fan of his this weekend. He didn't even fight. What do you mean he didn't even fight yet? Holland might have got a bag full of money from Dana. I hope he did. I hope all of them got paid. I really do. Who's your top 3 favorite fighters on the card? Love the channel. Keep it up. I don't know. It's probably Tony, Nate, and Khamzat. In no particular order. It's some Khamzat fans saying why he'd take the fight if he was calling for Francis, as if Nate was ducking the guy because he missed weight. Yeah, I think there's a lot of delusional fan bases, to be quite honest. Who's the Ravens playing? The Jets. Kevin sleeps Khamzat. We will see. Who does Khamzat fight next? I don't know. Now everything's weird. We'll get into that in a minute. Costa was also verbal all week about missing weight while Khamzat was hiding it. That is true. Who you got in the new main? I got Tony Ferguson. How do you think this affects Chimaev in the long term? He literally ruined a card, didn't care. He didn't make weight. I'm sure he pissed off the whole UFC. I don't know. People have short memories, but we'll see. He definitely doesn't come out looking good in this. Who would win between Chimaev and Costa? Probably Costa. A Kevin Holland KO would be amazing. Need my Walker win, though. Best fights of the night. I don't know. Even though Chimaev has been annoying, I'm thankful Chimaev did what he did, to be quite honest. I'm thankful. I'm not even mad at Chimaev. I'm happy that he did. I mean, look what the card we got now. Like, without Chimaev missing weight, we would have never gotten Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson, guys. So, I don't care. Give Khamzat a middleweight and a welterweight title shot after this. I couldn't be more pleased with what he did for us. I could not be more pleased. Was it unprofessional? Yes. Did it give Nate Diaz the biggest out ever? Yes. And I love Nate Diaz, and I've been a defender of Nate Diaz. Video evidence all over the channel of it. But I do find the narrative that Khamzat was scared of Nate or this or that is really actually really annoying. I still think that Tony beats him, though. I think Tony beats him. So whether Khamzat probably isn't getting a welterweight title shot, but this opens the door. If he beats Kevin Holland, book him against Colby Covington for a #1 contender fight. I think that's the fight to book. Holy crap. Okay. Where was I at? Where was I at? Already answered that. What's going on? Richardo. I believe Khamzat's mental toughness has to come into question. Picking fights this week for no reason. His emotions are getting the best of him. I mean, I'm not going to psychologically diagnose him, but maybe. I wonder, does Chimaev still get reduced purse since he missed weight? That is interesting. Probably not. Because now he didn't miss weight because he's fighting at a catch weight. Besides Usman, Khamzat was probably the next to get a title shot. Now he's the villain. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if Khamzat's hurt has some type of injury. The UFC knew, but Khamzat was going to try to make weight anyway, and it just didn't go his way. Because the fact that Dana doesn't seem like he's throwing Khamzat under the bus makes me start to think that. Yeah, the McGregor fan base is pretty delusional, but they haven't been as bad since he hasn't won a fight in, only won one fight in 6 years. I still haven't watched the weigh-ins. Anything crazy happened? No. Boers fumbled the biggest bag of his life. I hope everyone except Khamzat are getting fat paychecks this weekend. I agree. You guys think Khamzat is taking this one? Yes. I know you don't watch other MMA channels, but a beef between MMA Guru and MMA Joe will be crazy. Honestly, I don't watch any other channels, so I don't need there's nothing I can say about him. Where do you think Nate goes after this fight? Probably to box some celebrity YouTuber. You called this a month ago. This is what I've been wanting and praying for. I'm going to be at 279 tomorrow. I'm flying in the morning. I'm not lying. It's a birthday gift. That's awesome. Send some pictures. Send me some pictures on IG. Appreciate it. I feel like if Chimaev wins spectacularly, all is forgiven. Probably. What's going on, Big Rocker? What's going on, my friend? The only conclusion I can draw is Khamzat missed weight on purpose. Yeah, I don't think so. Tony versus Nate is a fight I wanted to see back in 2016 after Nate had lost to Conor in the rematch. Sadly, I had to wait until they're both close to 40, but I'm not complaining. It's a great end of career. I agree. I've been depressed all week because I thought we were never going to see this fight. I really thought we were never going to see this fight. I'm pretty sure I've heard Khamzat's interview with Megan. He said he didn't have much notice for the Diaz fight and had been lifting a lot, so cutting muscle mass was harder to do. They announced it about 7 weeks out. So, I mean, that's okay. But that's not like a full camp, but it's not like short notice or anything. So that one's a tough one. That one's a tough one, guys. Where am I at here? Guys, do me a favor. If you have not liked the stream yet, we got almost 80 people in here. We only got 15 likes. Go like the stream this very second. Go like the stream this very second. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps support the channel. We're going to do a decently long stream here tonight. So, I'm pretty sure I heard during Khamzat's interview with Megan, he said he didn't have much notice. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, we already talked about 7 weeks. Actually, you're totally right, Joe. Now Khamzat, again, for giving us a 1,000 better card. Yeah. Khamzat versus Colby's huge. I'm calling BS. I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. I think Khamzat Nate way undersold, and the UFC did the press brawl and miss weight to try to draw more eyeball. I don't think they're thinking that much into it. I don't think you're giving them too much credit. Now, I think the attention's going to help for sure, but I think the UFC would have rather had less buys and have Khamzat slaughter Nate Diaz instead. So I think you're giving him way, way, way too much credit. So, but let's continue. Nate Diaz, I mean not Nate Diaz, Chris Curtis, middle finger emoji in the chat, guys. There you go. There you go. Only the real OGs know what that means. Where was I at? Besides Usman, Khamzat was probably next to get a title shot. Now he's a villain, kind of makes the fan opinion against his shot. Yeah, I think he'll still get it as long as he can make weight. I hope everyone okay. Read that. I must have scrolled way back up by mistake. You think Lamar should stay in Baltimore or look for another team? Stay in Baltimore. Now we can say Chimaev was scared of Diaz like Khabib was scared of Ferguson. Yeah. Like and subscribe. MMA Joey is the most honest MMA channel to watch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, New Mexico. Go subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 5,000 subs. Who knows? We might do it tonight. I've released a bunch of videos, so it's possible. It's possible. I've gotten 300 overnight before when a couple videos popped off. So if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. 30-day money-back guarantee. I would have been more interested in D-Rod versus Khamzat. D-Rod, No, D-Rod's grappling's terrible too. Are you doing a watch along? Yes, I believe so. Can't wait for Nate versus Tony. This is my dream match. I agree 100%. Do you think after the backstage incident, Khamzat purposely missed weight to get in the... No, I don't think. I think it just happened to happen. I don't think he purposely missed weight. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. So, I mean, maybe, I guess, but I'm open to the possibility. I'm not saying it's completely... There's no chance, but I just find it highly unlikely that he's going to purposely miss weight when we know he's a massive welterweight anyway. He's a massive welterweight anyway. I've basically been working on the channel since like 4:30 p.m. So, and I made 2 more dedicated breakdowns and predictions for the main and co-main. I was going to try to make one for Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez, but I just didn't have the time to make a full video on it. So that's why I'm going to have to pick it on this stream. I'm going to have to pick it on this stream. And now something's floating in my face, piece of dust. But I now have 3 videos out today plus the stream, so 4 videos basically. I almost thought I wish I would have done it now looking back. I almost thought about streaming like during all the craziness earlier, like before anything was official and people were just talking about it. I thought about doing a stream earlier during that, but I didn't end up doing it. But I'm glad you've enjoyed the videos, my friend. Also, who wins, D-Rod or Lee? I'm probably going Daniel Rodriguez, honestly. I think he's the crisper striker, and Lee's not putting him to sleep, so I'm probably going D-Rod. That's what I'm thinking, honestly. Who would be the heel if we got Chimaev versus Colby? Probably Colby. The Leech winning D-Rod is too short notice. Could very well be. What would you have rated the card if Poirier had came in? UFC reached out to him. I'm trying to think. What would I have graded it? But then who would have... Kevin Holland was fighting D-Rod, and then Poirier would have just subbed in for Khamzat. So what would they still have took D-Rod out? Because someone would have lost their fight. I don't know. I probably would have graded like a 6 or 7. Khamzat could end Gilbert in round 1 if they had a rematch. I think so. This was a Vince McMahon-like script. No real footage of the brawl. Tony and there was no brawl. We know there was no brawl. So, but there's a chance. But I think you guys are giving him way too much credit. I guess Tony is the underdog by fight time. Do you think so? When I first saw this news, I thought I was pretty confident that Tony would win, which I'm hyped about. Which I'm pretty hyped about. I guess, okay, it's kind of ironic that Khamzat couldn't fight Nate and with a medical excuse to boot, then passes a medical exam, now is able to fight Holland. Yeah, I don't know. I think what happened is Khamzat's injured, slightly injured. It's not a major injury. And he thought he was going to be able to make weight and ended up not being able to make it. And that's why the UFC is not being overly critical of him. And the UFC isn't going to come out right and say that, because then they look bad saying, oh, we're letting him fight injured. But they let fighters you fight injured all the time. They know fighters are injured. They knew Francis was injured when he fought. It's just the business. Holland gets beat in the first round. I have my prediction out on the channel. I would have enjoyed the stream because I didn't have anyone to talk to about the chaos. Yeah. I really thought I should have done it, honestly. It would have been fun, but there was like no definitive answer. I think Khamzat's going to come out and put Holland out like against Holland like he did against Lee and probably put him around in round 1 and round 2. I agree with you. Maybe Khamzat decided he wanted to fight Kevin Holland instead because he didn't. The only conspiracy theory I can subscribe to is maybe Khamzat actually likes, maybe he actually likes Nate Diaz, and he didn't want to have to beat him up, but he was in a bad spot. He was in a bad spot. So the UFC, wanted him to go out there and beat the crap out of Nate Diaz, but he didn't want to do it. So he intentionally missed weight because he likes Nate Diaz. That would make Khamzat a real gangster. Oh, I gotcha. Honestly, I think Tony is safe bet. Only factor is his chin completely gone. Yeah, and also it's short notice for him. Tony gone beat Nate. I agree. 5 rounds is worrying for Tony. I did say that as well because this was already a short notice. I don't think Holland will ever be champion. And he knows it. Hence, he takes so many short notice fights with lesser skill talent. Could very well be. Could be right. I'm going to keep pressing you. I don't know. I can't help you, my friend. Hi, Joey. Is Chandler Poirier official for 281? Yes. Chandler Poirier is official. There you go. I would have had my head explode today if I didn't get to talk about the news in the Discord. Dude, that was nuts. The Discord was just going nuts. Going nuts. We were all posting screenshots of different things. That's what I was doing. I was looking at Twitter and messaging on Discord with you guys. If anybody else wants to join the members Discord, the link is in the description. I'm guessing Khamzat versus Holland is going to be like Bobby Green versus Islam. You're probably right. Khamzat said he was told to stop cutting weight at 4 a.m. He was caught eating food and drinking water that same night. He's definitely lying about something. The truth will come out. We will find out the truth eventually anyway. We will find out the truth eventually. So we'll see. We'll see what actually happens. But, that could have been anything. He's not going to completely starve himself. What if Chimaev ends up losing? Oh, man, his stock would drop like it was 1929. Yeah, the Great Depression of Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, if Khamzat loses, it's the end of his career, basically. You're thinking into it way too hard. You must be talking to someone else because I'm not. Where does Tony go from here after he beats Nate? Hopefully a Conor McGregor fight. I would love a Conor McGregor fight. That would be spectacular. Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor. John Harbaugh. Khamzat wins by decision or for the most, I don't see an early stoppage. By decision? Nah, I think he wins by stoppage. I think he wins by first round submission. So that's my take. I have my prediction video out on my channel. If you guys want to go check it out. Is there any world where Holland presents enough threat with the jiu-jitsu for Khamzat to keep it on the feet? Absolutely not. No way, shape, or form. No way, shape, or form. How distracting was all the UFC news today at work? I almost called out early. It wasn't too distracting. I feel like it all started to come in around like 2 or 3. So I don't feel like it was too distracting. But it was definitely distracting, though. It wasn't nothing crazy. But once I got home, all I did was look and wait for the news. The main event is horrible. Not bad blood. It's a practice match. So bad. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Dustin and Jorge were interested in joining the party at 279. I guarantee you once they realized the only slot was against Khamzat, they returned to their couch. You're probably right, dude. You're probably right. I mean, they don't. Jorge Masvidal does not want Khamzat Chimaev at all. No way, shape, or form is Jorge Masvidal ever begging to fight Khamzat Chimaev. You know what Khamzat Chimaev would do to Jorge Masvidal? He would brutalize him so badly. He would beat him up so badly that Jorge would call for another title shot afterwards. That's what would happen. That's what would happen. Jorge would get finished in the first round and say, I want another title shot. I want another title shot. That's what would go on there. Dustin, no way he's fighting Khamzat. I knew from the beginning. I actually tweeted out. That. Hold on 1 second. I actually tweeted out at 12:36 that I thought the UFC was going to swap all around these fights. I wasn't confident that was going to happen, but I thought it might happen. And it's just hilarious how it just ended up happening, I did not expect it to be so accurate. People were sharing it around because it was like one of the first tweets that came out. I just thought it had a decent chance to happen, and I thought it was the only way they could save the card. But I was like trying to get, they basically have to negotiate with 6 different fighters. So it was like negotiating with 6 different fighters, getting to them to agree, paying them what they want to be paid. I knew it was going to be a tough task, but I guess they got it done. It's funny though, because I tweeted that out and it ended up actually happening. And it was just hilarious because it was one of the, I swear I hadn't seen anybody suggest that yet. Maybe somebody did. I'm not saying I was the first on it, but I'm just saying I basically took a shot in the dark. And 12:36, I mean, Khamzat hadn't even missed weight yet. And I just put that out there. The people in the Discord know. I sent them the screenshot. What's going on, Torin Brown? Holland's going to have to get a lucky KO. Khamzat on the ground and get lucky. He's going to have to KO Khamzat on the ground and get lucky. Yeah, Jacare Souza type KO. That's what he's going to have to get. MMA gods work divine intervention. Yeah, for sure. If the reports of Khamzat still eating and drinking the night before weigh-ins is true, do you think Khamzat knew he wasn't going to make weight, so he didn't try to kill himself? It's possible. It's possible, but that's just kind of speculations. Joey, how mad is Dana right now? I bet she's pretty angry. Because he wanted to see Khamzat just wreck Nate badly. Just beat the living shit out of Nate. That's what he wanted to happen. Would have loved for Khamzat and Leach to run it back? Absolutely not. I don't know if Tony fights like round 1 of Chandler fight, and I could see him dominating Nate. Yeah, I agree. I know the odds are against him, but Holland is going to come out swinging. I think he knows he ain't got 5 rounds, so his best bet is to chin him early. Gill showed he doesn't move his head. Yeah, I mean, I think he thinks he can go 5 rounds, but I think he's going to come out and try to take Khamzat out because he knows he's going to probably get finished if he gets taken to the ground. Joey, is it kind of weird Holland was having trouble with wrestlers, then moves down to 170? I mean, I guess if he felt undersized, maybe he thought he would have more success if he went down the weight class and be able to defend off the wrestlers if he had less of a size disadvantage. Fiziev versus Gaethje, new blood versus old blood. Honestly, want the new blood to take top 5 and push down Tony, Chandler, Gaethje, and have Arman Dariush. Tony's not even in the top 5 anymore, but I get what you're saying. Thoughts on MMA Guru? I don't really know him too much, so I wouldn't even know him if I didn't have the YouTube channel of people mentioning him. So I can't say. Are you a Khamzat fan? Yes. This was the original fight card, had to be. It just makes sense. Fair enough. I'm happy with it, so you won't hear me complaining at all. You won't hear me. I am so happy. I'm laughing in the UFC's face. I'm pointing and laughing. I am so happy. I am so happy. Guys, do me a favor right now. If you have not liked the stream yet, like the stream. It helps push it out to more people. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, just throw them in the chat. Just throw them in the chat. But I would greatly appreciate if you guys run up the likes on the stream. Favorite Ravens defensive player? I don't even know. I'm not paying attention to football enough right now. I wonder if the cage trash talk will affect Khamzat at all. Probably, maybe get emotional. I could see him getting emotional. But it's tough to say if it'll affect him or not. It's very tough to say. Do you think Dana actually thought Nate had a shot? No, he knew. He knew what Khamzat was going to do. I feel bad for the video editor that just several weeks of work on his pre-fight trailers. That I thought of that actually too. That's hilarious. Does Khamzat need a heel turn? He is. I guess he is now. Thoughts on Nate saying Habib ducked Tony? Personally, Habib mangles both Nate and Tony in the same night. I think at the same time even. Khamzat is too emotional. We'll see. Did you become a bigger Khamzat fan now that he's not going to brutally slaughter Nate? Probably. I think fonder of him now that he's not going to slaughter him. I enjoy your channel and the work you put into your vids. Keep it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tanner Hubbard. I appreciate your support. You think Dana's worried that Khamzat won't be the same cash cow as Conor or not? Nah, I don't think he's worried about it. All the people who said you were complaining too much about this fight are heated today. I mean, they're happy too, though. They're probably happy too, which is funny. I'm complaining about it, but they're happy it got changed. It's like nobody wanted to say it. People were just putting a smile on their face and say, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for the fights. I got to be grateful for the fights." So it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Think it's fair. Hakeem Dalladoo doesn't make weight, loses his purse, but Khamzat Chimaev doesn't make weight, change opponent, and new weight. Not fair. Yeah, I guess so. Lots of lurkers tonight. Yeah, I guess people are hyped about the news. I should have streamed earlier, but I was working on videos. So maybe we can get me to 5,000 subscribers tonight. Make this a 5,000 subscriber celebration. How many are we at right now? I don't even know. We are at 4,815 subscribers. So we are 185 subscribers away from 5,000. So guys, subscribe to the channel. Essentially, if everyone, I mean, I know not everyone in this chat, most of the people in this chat's probably are already subscribed. But we can probably get there. If everyone in this chat wasn't subscribed and then subscribed, we would get within 50 subscribers. And we're probably going to go for at least 2 hours, I would think. Where was I at? Maybe Reckless, who knows? We'll see. How many fence grabs are we going to see tomorrow? I'm going to be optimistic and say none. Seemed like Khamzat didn't like the boost from the crowd. Yeah, he seemed pissed off. It blows my mind people saying Charles is already above Khabib level. With the win over Islam, it is. He is. This channel is elite. Great analysis. Hit the like button. Thank you. This is much better card. I agree. I think there's a good chance Khabib beats Khamzat. I think Khabib would be too small. People should be happy Chimaev missed weight. I am very happy. Imagine Bruce comes out in Lee's suit. That'd be hilarious. I heard Ngannou would stepped in if Tony didn't make weight. Yeah. Costa posted a video on YouTube today of USADA interrupting his hand surgery rehab to draw his blood and test him. It's getting ridiculous with all the random testing. I don't know. UFC was selling Wolf tickets before today. Yeah, the old Wolf tickets. I'm glad you remember that. The old Nick Diaz Wolf tickets. Any surprised Holland took the fight considering it's a tough fight for him? They must have made it worth his while. He has to know. You could tell in the interview with Rogan at the weigh-ins. You could just tell he knows this is a bad matchup, and he's praying he gets some type of crazy upset. Khamzat looking dumb giving the finger during the weigh-in. So dumb of him when the card is built around him. He misses weight on purpose. Maybe he looks silly. He definitely looks dumb for sure. Khamzat kills Nate and Holland same night. Agreed. Chimaev win, but not a first round finish. I think it is. How much do you make from YouTube, if you don't mind me saying? I don't even know off the top of my head. It's not a lot. Again, a good time for a morning coffee, 6 a.m. in Vienna, Austria. I'm happy you're watching in the morning. That's crazy. We'll get there. Yes, we will. Morning streams are cool. Appreciate you. It is 12 a.m. my time right now. It is 12 a.m. my time. So, yeah, if you guys run up the likes on the stream, more people will. YouTube will recommend the stream to more people. So that's how it works. So like the stream. So how do you feel Khamzat is fighting someone he really doesn't like for the first time? I think it's kind of interesting. I don't really care about that. I've never been a big fan of I don't dislike it, but I'm not like some huge lover of like MMA drama in general. I just care seeing high-level guys versus high-level guys, compelling stylistic matchups relevant to the division. This has a little bit of that, but I still think it's a fairly dominant win for Khamzat Chimaev, which I have in my prediction video that's on my channel right now, which hopefully you guys watch after the stream or tomorrow. Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely takes thousands of hours, my friend. It takes thousands of hours. Remember when you told me Holland and Chimaev wouldn't fight? I don't know what you're talking about. We never discussed that fight. People are saying Lee got the short end of the stick, but I feel like he's gotten a lot of fans just from the suit situation. Yeah, Yeah, but if he gets brutally KO'd by D-Rod, who's 10 pounds heavier than him, then maybe. I was going to step in to fight Nate, but they told me I would not have made it in time. Fair enough. Khamzat is about to have a Randy Orton heel turn. I would love to see Shavkat versus Burns. Poor Gilbert Burns. People are trying to feed him every big contender. It's I would like to see that fight too, but we can't do it to Burns again. You give Holland a chance, very small chance. Khamzat is dumb. I'll be rooting for him versus Holland. Holland been talking so much, and now he will get it. Vid request, maybe you could show us all your MMA collections and apparel. I actually have all my MMA memorabilia in a members-only video on the channel. If anybody wants to support the channel and become a member, you get extra members-only live streams that I private for members only to rewatch. I have a members-only Discord, and you get a loyalty badge next to your name, and you get custom emojis to use in the chat, as well as the comments. Two of the emojis being Khamzat Chimaev, look, boom, Khamzat Chimaev, and the other one being Nate Diaz. There you go, boom. And you get a Sean O'Malley emoji. If you want to become a member, I post a link in the chat, but it's also down in the description, and it's only $3. So if you want to support the channel, become a member. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. Now I lost my spot. Khamzat looks like a fool. He should change team, roll tie. Okay. So this pay-per-view or buy a skip? Buy. I like the name, by the way. Hilarious. It takes thousands of hours. Yes, it does. If Holland wins, does he get a title shot? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was looking for your stream while this was all happening and was in class, but my laptop had YouTube and news open tabs. You should have streamed. I probably should have. I realized that afterwards, but I kept thinking the news was going to come out. The news was going to come out, and then I was going to make my video. But then the news just kept taking forever. Nate looks like he put on some size preparing for Khamzat. I don't know if he put on some size or he came in, just big because he's at 170 or he wasn't training. Joey, I'm feeling like Tony's going to go out and make the fight with Diaz look relatively easy. Am I crazy? No, I think you could be right. You getting some wings tomorrow or nah? We need some good to enjoy tomorrow's card. I have no idea what I'm going to get. Membership is worth it. I don't have many friends who like MMA and able to talk about MMA every day is awesome. Yeah, the Discord's awesome. This is a weird message. You're clearly a trust fund kid who's never worked in their life. It's the only reason you're on late every day. That is very, very strange. That is very, very strange. I'm a trust fund kid. Okay. So here, you guys can get a piece of information about my personal life. I do not have parents. My parents did not raise me. My grandparents raised me, and I am not a trust fund kid at all. So there you go. Who's winning Fiziev versus Gaethje? I got to go with Fiziev. Think Gaethje going on a losing streak. I'm going with Fiziev as well. Khamzat should change PR teams. Who knows? It's going to get him a lot of attention, that's for sure. A lot of people are going to be rooting against him. So as long as people care, that's all that matters, I guess. I'm actually kind of thirsty. I'm still a little bit weirded out. Some random dude who's never been in the chat is like, you're a trust fund kid. I wish, bro. I'm picking Nate mainly because Tony probably coming back a little too soon. That's the one thing I do worry about is the 5 rounds for Tony, considering he took the 3-round fight on short notice. Now he has a 5-round fight on 3 weeks' notice. It's hilarious that Nate can now say with a straight face that Khamzat was afraid to fight him. Dude said he's about to be 2-0 for the weekend. I know. I hate that narrative, though. I'm surprised Connor didn't tweet either. I'm surprised. Do you think Khamzat was told to miss weight? Didn't Nate come out and say he didn't want to fight him? No, I don't think Khamzat was told to miss weight. It seems like a lot of people are stuck on that. What do you think is next for Chimaev after tomorrow's win? Colby Covington is what I'm holding out hope for. That's what I'm holding out hope for. I want the Colby Covington fight. I want the Colby Covington fight badly. I hope Khamzat fights Colby some. Needs to humble Colby. But Colby's in witness protection right now. Derek Brunson out-wrestled Khamzat. That's all there is to say. I think you mean Holland. Yeah, you meant Holland. Was RDA versus Fiziev an early stoppage? Absolutely not. He was out cold. So can't wait for tomorrow. Making wings and got some Buffalo Wild Wings sauce bottles. That's good. That's good. Gotta grab taxi, bud. Be right back. All right. Have fun. Enjoy your vacation, my friend. Did you see the selfie Brunson posted with Costa? Kind of odd seeing they were beefing a few months ago. Most of that shit's just fake online stuff, dude. Who would be the biggest upset of 279? Holland for sure. I don't want to say your job to the whole chat, but I can guarantee. Yeah, it's like crazy. I don't need to explain myself to these people anyway. I don't care what they think. As long as Khamzat wins, people will pay to watch. Very true. Most dudes in the chat couldn't handle. Very true. In my opinion, I think Khamzat lost it with his unlikely friend. Why is everyone blaming Darren Till? Everyone's blaming Darren Till. Joey, I'll get the tickets to my fights when I get to the UFC. Okay, I appreciate it. I hope so. You have any hot takes as of recently or not? I guess the only hot take I would have, but I don't think it's that hot take. I'm thankful. Khamzat Chimaev missed weight. Can you imagine if Kevin Khamzat, imagine how pissed would Dana be, Mike getting Dagano treatment after all this stuff he did this week? Can you imagine if, I think you're maybe saying loses? Yeah, that would be crazy. Is Colby injured, confused over the stories? Masvidal assaulting Colby, alleged inability to fight soon. Yeah, that's all kind of made up. That's never been confirmed. It's constantly been repeated over and over and over again that Colby can't fight because he got attacked by Jorge Masvidal, and it's just not true. Nobody's ever came out and confirmed that. So until I hear somebody, legitimately say that, whether it's Colby or somebody reliable, I mean, he can't fight because he has a criminal case. I mean, does he ever plan on fighting again then? Criminal cases can go on for 5 years. So, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Do you think UFC will be reluctant to book Chimaev at 170 after today? Yes, because people forget he also missed weight in his last fight. He used the towel to cheat against Gilbert Burns. Was that against Gilbert? Was that against Li Jingliang? No, I think it was against Gilbert. I think he used the old towel trick. So hold on one second. I think Tony beats Nate because I can see Tony dropping Nate early and winning rounds early and getting the decision. Yeah, I think Tony ends up getting a doctor stoppage. That's what I called for. According to the internet, I'm crazy for thinking out of shape Darren Till chins DDP without much of an issue. What's your prediction? Darren Till, are you talking about Dustin Poirier? I doubt it, but maybe. I mean, he would have a massive size advantage. I can see why you picked Diaz because of Tony quick turnaround. I picked Tony. So I don't know if you're talking to someone else. Wasn't it the same thing with Khamzat's countryman, Alexander Gustin? They both fell and crashed on the finish line. I don't know what you're talking about. Colby beats Khamzat, I think, easy. I doubt it. I don't think that's easy. I don't think that's easy at all. Khamzat said that it's Till's fault as a joke, so it probably didn't help. Very true. He's just trolling. Who should take on Kyler Phillips now that Jack Shore's out? I don't know. There's got to be a good matchup. What do you think about UFC? I don't know who that is. Someone needs to keep the doctor out of the arena. We don't need a cut stop it. I think that's what we're going to get. Oh, Driscus Duplessis. I think on the feet, Darren Till is much better. But it's all about, can he defend the takedown? But I'm picking Darren Till in that one probably. Where were we at? Plus, unfortunately, this time Nate's scar tissue becomes a liability when he fights. I can see how that's exact. I'm with you 100%. Heard a joke where Darren Till got injured watching the backstage altercation UFC. Yeah, my early prediction for that fight was that that Darren Till would pull out. I really like Colby Covington. Fair enough. UFC 230 main event. I want to say that's DC versus Derek Lewis, but I'm not 100% sure, so let me know in the chat. But there's not really much money fights for Chimaev at 85, so maybe the UFC wants to keep him at 170. I think it makes more sense at 170, but if he can't make weight, we got a serious issue here. Do you think Diaz versus Ferguson has the potential to be as good as Shogun versus Hendo? Two legends. Yes, I'll say yes. I'm going Tony by Darshchoke. That'd be hilarious. The towel trick was against Lee, I'm pretty sure, but Khamzat eventually had his hands up when the final weight came in. Okay, fair enough. When he said, oh, yeah, I already acknowledged that. I'm falling behind here. I'm trying to keep up, guys. Keep throwing your questions in the chat. Like the stream this very second. How do we only have 58 likes on the stream, guys? Come on. Run up the likes on the stream and go subscribe to the channel this very second. The next 50 subscribers get a very special treat. So hurry up and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up. The next 50 subscribers, get it while it's hot, okay? We're trying to creep up to 5,000 this week, okay? We got to get to 5,000 before the end of this week. Or I guess the end of next week is the real goal. Should be. Should be able to do it. We'll see, though. We'll see. Dana said the other day he's getting Colby a fight. Exactly. Who do you think Colby's going to fight next? Khamzat Chimaev, I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping for Khamzat Chimaev. I'm really hoping for Khamzat Chimaev. Do you think Tony will be better after training at Jackson Wink? Tony been high altitude. He only went to Jackson Winks for a little while. He only went there for a little while, from what I understand. From what I understand, he only went there for, like a week or two. So I don't know how much that's really going to assist him. It's one of those things where maybe it's pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know. That's such a small X factor. But I think Tony Ferguson, people constantly were dancing on his grave. I think he's better than people give him credit for. I'm taking Diaz by decision. I think Khamzat gets Hollins back in the first and subs him. Go watch my prediction video, Big Rocker. Go watch my prediction video. That's all I can say right now. That's all I can say, my friend. Because that may or may not be my exact prediction. Great. I actually scrolled way up. Where was I at? Tony fights Connor if he beats Tony. Tony fights Connor if he beats Tony. Tony fights Connor if he beats Nate. I want Tony to beat Nate and call. Where you at, McNuggets? Where you at, McNuggets? Can you imagine? UFC 217. Was that GSP Bisbing? Chimaev is asked out if he fights emotionally. Maybe, maybe not. Do you think Darren Till ever winning another UFC fight? If he doesn't beat Dreykus, then no, he will never win another UFC fight. This is good for Tony. He can snap his losing streak. Agreed. Agreed. That's why I like this fight card much better. Much better. We're going to rock the house until we knock in. Okay. I think 170 is too much of a challenge for Khamzat. He needs to go to middleweight. Is a better fit for him? Do you agree? I don't know. I liked him at 170. I was looking forward to an Usman fight. Joey, can you describe the scenes of Tony breaking his losing streak if he wins? The crowd roars. Nate Diaz claims he won anyway. There's a brawl. Khamzat comes out, runs out. His music plays, hits the speaker. Khamzat comes out, jumps over the fence. There's a brawl that ensues between the Chechens and the Diaz camp. There you go. Li Jingliang is the truest gangster, accepts fights with someone that didn't cut as much weight as him. UFC 238. UFC 238. I want to say, is that Cejudo Moraes? But I don't remember that one. If it's not that, that one's slipping from my mind. I thought of 138, which is Chris Lieben versus Mark Munoz, I believe. How much did Costa's antics play a role in Khamzat's behavior this week? Seems like he was in his head all week. Yeah, it seems like Khamzat was awfully emotional all week. That's for sure. I went from not wanting to buy UFC 279 and be excited. Yes, I agree. I think it's universal. It is very universal. We got to talk about 279 for a minute, even though we've been talking about it all stream. I think the changes in the UFC 279 card are universally beloved. I have not heard one person say, "Oh, I'm really disappointed these fights got changed around." When have we ever seen a weight miss by a fighter that switches around every fight, almost every fight on the main card, the top 3 fights on the main card, I should say, not every fight on the main card, and all the fans are satisfied. All the fans are satisfied. Let's actually do a quick poll in the chat because I'm pumped. I'm pumped about the new card. You guys knew I would be. Which did you prefer? UFC original UFC 279 card or new UFC 279 card? I love the new card. I put a poll on the channel. Right now. Which do you prefer? Go vote in the poll. It's in the chat. I have not heard one person, I've not seen one person say, "Oh, I hate this." And it just goes to show you what a piece of shit the UFC was. Because they wanted Khamzat to slaughter Nate on his way out. They were using Khamzat as a bully in contract negotiations, essentially. And they didn't care about the fans. And that's exactly why I've been complaining about it to no end. I've been complaining about it to no end because the fact that we were going to have to sit here on Saturday night and watch Tony Ferguson fight Li Jingliang and Nate Diaz fight Khamzat Chimaev, to see Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz on the same card not fighting each other really, really pissed me off. I talked about it all week. I have videos from the past month complaining about this. Well, the last 3 weeks now because they added Tony. I couldn't be happier, guys. I'm so tickled about this. I could stream till the card. I could stream all the way through the fights tomorrow. Let's rock out with a 24-hour stream. I'm kidding, obviously. But it was a terrible fight card that now is an absolute beautiful fight card. I cannot believe that this happened. This is the best thing. This is the best thing that's ever happened in MMA. This is the best thing that's ever happened in MMA. I couldn't be more pumped about this. And unless you hate Nate Diaz, unless you absolutely hate Nate Diaz, then there's no reason that you shouldn't be excited that this is what happened. Because the only reason you would root for, the original fight to stay intact is because you have a fetish for seeing Nate Diaz, just absolutely wrecked, like ragdolled and dropped on his head. That is the only reason I could see it. Look, not everyone's voted. Everyone go vote in the chat. 92% say they like the new card more. I think the new card's substantially better, in my opinion. Substantially better. The fact that I was thinking I wasn't even going to stream the card tomorrow, but now I'm probably going to stream the card just because I love this new card. I absolutely love this new card, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it looks like you guys too. You guys do too. Let me see. All right, where was I at? This is good for Tony. He can snap his losing streak. I already saw that. Who do you have in Holland versus Till? I'd probably take Holland at this point. I'm going to watch your prediction video after this, but do you think Holland beats Khamzat if it was strictly on the feet? Not necessarily, but I think he has the edge on the feet. Well, Joe, you got 230 and 217, right? Salute. Thank you. I actually can get the hundreds better. The hundreds, I'm a little bit off on the 200s because numbers overlap. How does Khamzat compare to 185 guys in size? I think he's a big middleweight, honestly. The real question is, does Till beat Paul in a boxing circus? I have no idea. I'm a nerd. Fair enough. Winner should fight Colby Covington. Fair enough. Do you think Khamzat should go up to 185 and fight Bobby Knuckles? No. If he goes up to 185, oh, I called myself a nerd. I don't even remember saying that. But if he goes up to 185, I want to see Khamzat Chimaev versus Israel Adesanya. Losing streak between Tony and Nate got to end for one of them. When it was official, I was watching Dana White's Instagram live. And when Dana said Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson, I literally went like this. I was like a golfer that just hit a hole in one. And I was hyped as hell. Tony dropped Chandler in last fight, which somehow people forget. Tony will have more power, and I don't think Diaz, but he will dip him. Yeah, I think Tony could even out grapple Nate, honestly. I know that sounds crazy, but I think he could. Joe, do you think what Khamzat did of not making weight, then flipped off the media in the crowd, people are going to start looking at him as a heel like Colby instead of a star like Conor and Nate? I think they'll look at him as both. If they can't make Khamzat versus Colby, they should make Khamzat Paulo. Sure, I'm down with it. These fights are dangerous. There's going to be multiple upsets. We'll see. I doubt it, but maybe. Is this the craziest fight week ever? Probably up there. I have to think about it. Chimaev is a bit unbalanced in his head. His opponents have figured that out, and they're riling him up before a fight. Maybe that's what makes him so good. He's crazy. Kevin, you know what I mean, Holland. Yeah. There's a O'Malley fight. He's going to be retired by then. New UFC 279 is greater than old UFC 279. I know, praise the MMA gods. I never thought it'd be something like this could happen, and it'd be so universally loved. New card. Nate respects Tony. Nate will take the loss if Tony beats him. We'll see. The Diaz brothers have never been known for taking losses well. Chimaev beats Colby and Liang, but loses to Usman, in my opinion. I actually think he beat Izzy Pereira if he moved up. All my casual friends wanted Diaz Chimaev, and I think I was crazy for wanting Tony versus Nate because Tony lost his last fight. That's crazy. When will Nick fight again? Hopefully never. This card turned from least anticipated among hardcores to most anticipated. I would agree. Does this increase or decrease the pay-per-view buys? I don't know. Probably just because of the publicity alone increase. Do you like Brendan Schaub's stand-up comedy? I would never even tune into that. Joey, do you even care about the kind of weak undercard anymore? Nope. Yeah, from now on, I guarantee I will complain about never seeing the Diaz Chimaev fight. The one that got away. There's enough videos of Diaz getting destroyed. Nate hasn't won in 3-4 years. This first fight is more dangerous because he hasn't trained for Ferguson. He would have got wrecked. What is the UFC 178 main event? I believe it was Mighty Mouse versus, was it Chris Carriasu? And I think the co-main event was Eddie Alvarez making his debut against Cowboy Cerrone. And the featured fight on the main card was Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. And one even better, I believe Amanda Nunes versus Kat Zingano. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. Not only that, I believe it was in September, late September of 2013 or 2014. I'll say 2013. Late September. I'll say September 27th, 2013. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, Chris Carriasu. I have not Googled anything here, okay? But I'm 90% sure the fights are right. But the date, I kind of just threw out a day. I know it was late September. It could have been early September for all I know. Let me know in the chat. I'm scrolling to the bottom real quick. Let me know if I'm correct. I need to know. I'm not even going to search it right now. Let me know. I'm waiting to see. Guys, if you have not liked the stream yet, like the stream. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. Right this very second. I'm waiting to see if somebody tell me if I'm right. You asked the question, and now you're not even going to tell me if I'm right? Damn, that's petty. I scrolled all the way to the bottom to see. And you're not telling me. So now I got to go back up. Chimaev versus Costa, who wins? Probably Costa. Too big, too strong. How does this affect LeBron's legacy? I don't know what that means. Did you see the awesome clip of Renzo Gracie submitting the racist man on the subway? No, I did not. 185, in my opinion, is harder for Khamzat. Probably. How's it going, Joey? Tony versus Nate. Let's go. I'm excited. It's going good, man. It's going good. I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. Do you think Khamzat beats Pereira? No. Nah, maybe. Pereira doesn't have the greatest of grappling. If Colby and Tony raced, who would win? Tony. A conspiracy I made up is if the Queen of England had to die for UFC 279 to be saved. Okay. It's going to be the best non-champ main event, Tony versus Nate. Both have great cardio and crazy durability. Very true. The craziest fight week ever is when Khabib had his opponent change 5 times and counterattack the bus. Yeah, that's probably up there as well. It seems like Diaz didn't even train much this camp. I don't know. It's hard to say because he's fighting at 170. So it's tough to say. It's tough to say. But yeah, he didn't look great. It gave me Nick Diaz vibes when I saw him. Best UFC year you've experienced? I don't remember. Maybe like 2017, I think, was pretty good. I can't remember, though. Tony by DL? Dr. Stoppage? I don't know. That's DL. Why couldn't they do 229 with Khabib? Conor got hurt because they were going to make Conor fight. I don't know what you're saying there. Joey, how is your dog? My dog is doing very good. You hit it on the head regarding 178. No, it was September 27th. Don't lie to me. You're lying to me. I got to go Google this. There's no way I got the exact date right. I'm done. All I did was miss the year. Holy shit. And I forgot Tim Kennedy, Yo Romero was on there too. I can't believe I got the date. I know I was off by the year. I can't believe I got the date. I know nobody's going to believe that I really did that, but that's insanity. It was 2014. Tony by Dr. Stoppage due to cuts. That's my exact prediction. Go watch my prediction video after the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we got a bunch of videos out on the channel right now. So many videos. The UFC, the breaking news, Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz is doing very, very well. Everything's doing great on the channel, guys. We're going to be the 5,000 subscribers in no time. Can you see Holland getting a sub against Khamzat? Absolutely not. Did you see Jake Shields was saying that Costa was going to be in Diaz's corner in order to play mental warfare with Khamzat? That'd be hilarious, but no, I did not see it. Thoughts on Danielle Wolf? Not super high on it. This year, dude, I don't know. Whatever beat me doesn't sound very interesting. Yeah, but the Diaz brothers say, certain things, weird stuff all the time. Joey, how does John match up with the fabulous 3 in the heavyweight division, Ngannou, Gane, Stipe? I favor him in all these fights. I think he's the biggest test for Gane. It's hard to say. What's he going to look like at heavyweight? I don't know. But I'd probably favor him, but I'm a big John Jones believer. For hating Khabib so much, Conor definitely made Khabib one of the biggest stars. Khabib was already very popular, but yeah, that definitely helped him. Do you believe all these idiots that UFC planned for Khamzat to replace Tony? I mean, I'm open to the conspiracy theory, but I find it highly unlikely. The UFC wouldn't even want to do, what would be the motivation? So when I hear a conspiracy theory, the first thing I think of, what would be the motivation behind it? And what would be the motivation to drum up buys? Dana White would rather make $0 on this entire pay-per-view and watch Nate Diaz get smashed. So I think it's possible, but doubtful. Prime Conor or Volk? I got Conor. I got Volk. The Leech is so humble. I became a fan after this week's embedded series, but sadly, D-Rod has got it in the bag, well, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm probably picking D-Rod as well. Prime Tony versus Volk. Prime Tony versus Volk. Volk would probably out-grapple him. I actually have a terrible memory. I don't know why I remember the pay-per-view card so well. Mainly the before 200 I remember pretty well, but I have a terrible memory. I don't remember what I did yesterday. Prime Tony Merckx Volk. Maybe. You hit a bullseye on that 178 card. Yeah, outside of the year. Well, technically I said 2013 or 2014, didn't I? I think I did. So, kind of hit it. But I kind of hedged my bet by guessing 2 separate years. I think Diaz should be the favorite over Tony. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know how odds work, but I would definitely favor. I think it's highly likely that Tony beats him, but Nate Diaz could definitely win. I think it's a close fight. Joey, who do you think has a better career between the Diaz brothers? I don't know. I missed a lot of Nate's. I missed a lot of Nick's career. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Guys, like the stream. Continue throwing questions in the chat. And subscribe to the channel. Somehow, I guess this has been a popular stream, I guess, because everything going on. We are sitting at now. Where was I at? Where did my tab? What tab was it? We are sitting at 4,839 subscribers. So we are 161 subscribers away. So we could possibly hit it tonight. It'd be possible. UFC made the best out of the worst situation. It was not planned, no logic behind it. Yeah, I just don't think the UFC would want to sacrifice Chimaev beating the hell out of Nate. Fun fact, I go to Kevin Holland's BJJ gym. Do you think Chimaev will win? If so, how? I think Chimaev will submit him in the first round. I have a full breakdown and prediction. Joe, you said Volk would out-grapple Tony. Kind of a wild take. Well, go back and watch Danny Castillo versus Tony Ferguson. And it's not a wild take. They should add Michelle Pereira versus Stephen Thompson to the New York card so it can open up the card. I wouldn't mind that. I want to see Volk versus Chandler. I would love that as well. Are you happy with the card now? Also, what is this damage to Chimaev as he's now being seen as a non-serious person who talks and can't even cut weight? I think it definitely damages his reputation a little bit. So I think it definitely damaged his reputation a bit. But I don't know. People have short memories. Volk versus top 10 in lightweights. I think he beats a lot of them, but there are a lot of tough matchups as well. Crazy change. Very close fight. Awesome style matchup. Diaz, Tony. Agreed. 100% agreed. I have a feeling that Khamzat might get injured in this fight with Holland, seeing as he was cramping during his cut. We'll see. I mean, he might already be injured. Nick challenged for the belt multiple times. I'm familiar with that. Well, only once in the UFC, right? Or no, he had an initial run in the UFC that I didn't see. What's going on? What's going on? Nate was lucky to be in the time frame where it was more lucrative. True. I remember when you wanted someone to pull out of 279 because of the atrocious matchmaking. Yes, I did. I mean, you don't need to remember hard because we were talking about it literally last night. Do you think Nate might finish Tony? We've seen him hurt. I don't know. Unless Tony's chin is just completely disintegrated after that front kick, then no. But it's hard to say because of that front kick. UFC 282 should be Yuri versus Glover, Burns versus Masvidal's co-main event. I think that makes a lot of sense, but I don't think Masvidal's fighting Burns. Khabib missed weight multiple times and people say he's the GOAT. Yeah, I guess he made weight multiple times. Yeah, he did. He did. Khamzat accidentally caused this outcome. Yes, he did. So you think Whitaker has no chance at 205? Absolutely no chance to be a champion. The chat is booming. Let's go. Nick won a belt in Strikeforce. Agreed. I know. Nick Diaz versus Carlos Condit, which Nick arguably won, was for an interim belt. Yeah, he didn't win that fight. He didn't win that fight. I watched that fight. I watched that fight live. He did not win that fight. A lot of people cried about it afterwards. He couldn't track him down. He couldn't close the distance. What should be the main event if UFC Brazil, Yuri versus Glover or Figgy Moreno? It'd probably be Figgy Moreno. Do you think the whole UFC 279 situation was premeditated? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. Who you got for 280? Personally, I think Charles sparks him. I got Charles by TKO probably. Tony's coming off vicious losses. He's coming off one vicious loss. He's coming off 4 losses, but one vicious loss. Nick had an 11-fight win streak before the Condit and GSP fights. Okay. Nah, Yuri versus Glover should be on the Brazil card. Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be in December in Las Vegas, but we'll see. That front kick was brutal. It definitely would have rocked me. It would have KO'd everyone. It would have literally KO'd everyone. It was a brutal, brutal front kick. Remember the other night when the guy told you to stop whining and complaining about the card? I wonder what he's doing now. He's probably drowned in his sorrows. I mean, literally everyone was saying that, I'm too negative about it, but now everyone's saying that it's great that it changed. This is a 3-fight card, but those 3 fights are fire. Agreed. Burns would wreck Masvidal. Agreed. Burns smashes Masvidal. Yeah, I agree. I already said that. Do you train any martial arts? I just wear Venom gear, and then I'm like really good at everything. That guy was complaining was Dana White. Yeah, Dana was in here. That's why the card is changed. This is a troll, Tinker Mort, Bumper Hooten, who was talking shit on you and the MMA Guru's channel tonight. That is very weird. Is that true? Is that true, my friend? Is that true? That's weird. I don't know why people go into other channels and talk shit about people. That's very strange. Joe, you've been hanging with Tony Montana. Ain't one know what I mean. Okay. Leon Edwards is the real winner out of this. He beats Usman again, and then he can fight a standard 170 contender. And I think by that time, Khamzat will either earned or not earned his title shot. Who do you think has the edge on the ground between Tony and Nate? I think Tony's the better wrestler, and I think their jiu-jitsu is probably about equal. Maybe Diaz has a slight advantage. Tony was smashed by Justin. That is true. That is true. I would have ate that Chandler front kick, but that's just me personally. Tony got smashed in his last 4 fights. But yeah, the Charles Oliveira and the Beneil fight weren't brutal, though. I mean, he got out-grappled. Dreykus versus Till is going to be good. This is a dangerous fight for Till. Yeah, I agree. I can't wait for that one. For some reason, I really want to see Dustin versus Volk. That's a kind of a weird matchup to want to see. Because if Yuri versus Glover main event Brazil, I can see Moreno versus Figgy added as co-main in December. Nah, I think Moreno versus Figgy has to go on that Brazil card. I bet you are happy because of the way this card turned out. Yes, I am. What's one fight you saw that you thought afterwards definitely took years off of someone's life? Calvin Kattar, Max Holloway, Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway, Jones Gus, Yuri Glover, one. What was the worst pay-per-view card you can remember? I think 149 was pretty terrible. 161 was really bad. But there was a lot of late notice. It was late notice. The background at the weigh-in still said Chimaev Diaz pretty short. Probably did. Yeah, there's no way they got that out. I can confirm Bumper Hooten is a Guru fanboy and troll. Saw him earlier. Well, that's unfortunate for him. Joey, is this your dream job? What to talk about MMA on YouTube? For sure. Do you think it was intentional by Chimaev camp since the new Nate was going to rope a dope for 5 rounds? No. Lots of trolls. Yeah, there's always a bunch of trolls, it seems like nowadays. But it is what it is. I don't care. I just ban them or ignore them. How do you think Prime Carlos Condit would hold up in today's welterweight division? Prime Carlos Condit would get dropped on his head. He had the worst wrestling defense ever. Could Jan make 185? Condit has the equivalent. Where was I at? Condon has the equivalent of Kevin Holland's defensive wrestling nowadays. I could be wrong, but because he is talented, but kind of feel like Till has checked out. Could very well be. I heard they working on Conor versus Max Holloway. Yeah, that's probably just a rumor. It's not true. If Tony loses, is this for him? Depending how he loses, but probably. Bilal Muhammad had a plane ready to fly straight into Las Vegas. Oh, yeah, good one. What if Tony takes a 5-round war after that brutal KO? Tony has already taken so much damage. I hope it's not a 5-round war, but it probably will be, honestly. Hey, still here just doing cardio while I listen. Appreciate you. How'd you get into MMA? I always kind of wanted to watch, and then I started watching a few pay-per-views, and then the one that really hooked me was Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen 1. Did you look up the article? Yeah, I didn't think too much about it, though. Can't wait for Jan O'Malley. Agreed. Jan versus O'Malley is going to be too much for Sugar. I agree. What was the main event for UFC 218? Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, I believe. Okay, guys, I got to go. I'm going to go over the full card. We're already an hour and a half into the stream. I'm going to go over the full card and give you my full card predictions. A lot of these, I'm kind of deciding as we speak. So, let's start at the bottom and work our way up to the better fights. I already put in my picks, but I'm going to just double check them and see what I think here. Let's start off with Darian Weeks versus Johann Lanessie. Lanessie, I think it's. I don't remember how you pronounce his name. Come off Contender Series. Got KO'd by Gabe Green in his last fight. 30 years old. Has a massive reach advantage. Darian Weeks. I feel like this fight is a toss-up. He lost to Ian Machado or Ian Gary. I don't know why I'm reading his name like that. And Brian Barberina. Put by decision. I think if Johann wins, it's by decision. I can't remember. I think I remember thinking Johann looked pretty good in the Gabe Green fight, even though he got finished. But can Darian Weeks win this fight? This is actually a tough one to pick. I feel like Johann's the better striker, but I feel like Darian is going to try to wrestle him. And is he successful with his wrestling? That is the question. And I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen enough of Johann Lanessie to get a gauge for his defensive grappling. I'm going to go, I have selected Weeks by decision. I'm going to go Johann Lanessie. Now I'm going to stick with Darian Weeks by decision. I'm going to go Darian Weeks by decision. I'm going to say Johann starts off good in the first round, but loses second and third, gets out grappled, and loses via decision. Elise Reed versus Melissa Martinez. This is Martinez's UFC debut. She's been finishing everyone she's fought recently. She's 25 years old. Elise Reed is an absolute garbage can. She looked terrible against Sam Hughes. I'm going Melissa Martinez for sure. I'm going to go with her by decision. You know what? I'm actually going to go with her by TKO. I'm going to go TKO with her. She's finished a lot of people. But who are these girls really, though? I'm going to stick with Martinez by decision. I'm just going to stick with that. That's probably a safe bet. Chad Anheliger versus Hailey Alatang. I think this is a fun fight. There's a lot of toss-ups on this card. I think Anheliger, my initial thoughts is Anheliger wins. He's coming in on a massive win streak. He came off Contender Series. Hasn't fought like anything great as far as competition. Last fight was against Jesse Strader 5 months ago. Went over Kevin Kroon for Helly. Lost to Casey Kenny, not bad. Lost a win against Ryan Bennett. Who am I going to pick? My mind's telling me Chad Anheliger, but I'm not sure. I don't like the age. 35 years old at bantamweight's actually pretty old. is actually pretty old. So I'm like kind of tossing this one back and forth. Let's see. How's he finishing his recent fights? He's got quite a few finishes. Reach is a little bit advantage for Heli Alatang. The Mongolian Knight. This one had actually a toss-up fight. I initially went with Angeliger. Let me take a closer look at of course that doesn't work. Let me take a closer look at how did I mess this up? How did I mess this up that easily? Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta take a better look at this guy's resume. I'm 3 fights in from the bottom, and I'm already like, I don't know. Let's take a look. Take a look. He's winning a lot by decision, some finishes, but against these guys who aren't good at all. I mean, literally nobody's essentially. Best name that he's fought is Casey Kenny. He's had a draw against Gustavo Lopez. I'm gonna stick with Chad Angeliger, I believe it is how you pronounce it. I'm going to take Angeliger by decision. Norma Dumont, Danielle Wolf. Danielle Wolf is coming off Contender Series. I mean, it's been 2 years since she fought. There's no way I'm picking her. I'm going Dumont by decision. That's an easy one. Jake Collier versus Chris Barnett. Jake Collier is a massive favorite, apparently, according to Tapology. Chris Barnett's 36 years old. His best win is against a washed-up John Vellante. I'm going Collier via first-round KO. Unfortunately for Chris Barnett. Jamie Pickett versus Dennis. I don't even want to pronounce his last name because I'm going to butcher it. 34 years old. 3-inch reach advantage for Pickett. Pickett got submitted by Kyle Dawkins in his last fight. Beat Joseph Holmes by decision. Beat Staropoli by decision. Not a bad win. Lost to Jordan Wright. Not a terrible loss. Lost to Tafan Nchukwi. I am going to go with Dennis. I'm going to go with the Russian by decision. I don't know why. I don't really have a great reason for this. He loses by sub quite a bit. He lost his last fight against a guy's name who I cannot pronounce, but that's not a bad loss to have. I really don't know who to pick in this fight, but I'm going to go, never mind. I'm just going to stick with my initial pick. I'm going Jamie Pickett by decision, but I might end up regretting that one. Jalton Almeida versus Anton. I forgot how to pronounce his last name. This is an easy pick. This is the easiest pick ever. Easiest pick ever, honestly, guys. Because I'm going Jalton Almeida first round KO. Easy win. Late notice replacement by Anton. He's not that good. Jalton Almeida is going to wreck him. Next up, Hakeem Dalladoo versus Julian Arosa. Julian Arosa is fun to watch. I think he could win this fight. He's coming in off a win over Steve Peterson and a win over Charles Jourdain via Darce choke. He's been in some great fights. I think Hakeem Dalladoo is just significantly better. I think he's pretty much better everywhere. Julian Arosa has a better selection of shots, but I'm going Hakeem Dalladoo. Do I want to pick him by finish or do I want to pick him by decision? I'm going to go Hakeem Dalladoo by decision. Julian Arosa is kind of hard to put away. He's been in a lot of crazy fights. Johnny Walker, Ian Kutalaba. I don't trust Johnny Walker's chin at all, but I think he's much better. So I'm going to go Johnny Walker first round KO. Irene Aldana versus Macy Chastone. I'm going Irene Aldana by decision. I just think she's better pretty much everywhere. I don't think Macy Chastone is all that good. She has a loss of Raquel Pennington by sub. Irene Aldana wouldn't shock me if she finished her on the ground. I'm going to go Irene Aldana second round TKO. I think she takes her down, beats her up, and finishes her in the second round. Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez. This is a very, very tough fight to pick, guys. This is a very, very tough fight to pick. Because Li Jingliang is coming in. He's at a massive size disadvantage. I'm going to go Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez took the fight against Kevin Holland on short notice. I think Daniel Rodriguez is just a little bit crisper striker. So I'm going to go Daniel Rodriguez by decision. I don't see Li Jingliang getting finished, but I could see Li Jingliang winning by decision as well. Khamzat Chimaev, Kevin Holland. I have a full breakdown and prediction on the channel as we speak. You guys can go check that out at any point in time. I'm going Khamzat Chimaev. First round submission. He's going to take him down, beat him up, take his back, flatten him out, beat him up some more, and Holland's going to give up his neck and get submitted. So I'm going Kevin Holland first round, or Khamzat Chimaev first round sub. Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. I'm actually going end of the third round, doctor stoppage. So I'll go on Tapology. You can't select doctor stoppage. So I'm going to go third round TKO for Tony Ferguson, but I'm really predicting third round doctor stoppage. That's what I'm actually going with. I think Tony's still very good, even though people say he's washed. Nate Diaz has been a journeyman his entire career. I think Tony's far better than him almost everywhere. I'm worried about the stamina because he was already on short notice looking for this 3-round fight. And now he's in a 5-round fight, and he tried to negotiate for 3 rounds. So that tells me there was an issue there. But I'm still going to go Tony Ferguson. I think he's going to cut him up. The scar tissue on Nate is just too much. And I could see Tony maybe winning the first 3 rounds and losing the last 2 if it goes to decision. But I think Tony gets it done. I think Tony gets it done. The doctor stopped it. Nate Diaz's eyebrow is going to be hanging off. So there you go. There's my full card picks. Now we're going to get back to questions. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. 82% of almost 200 people voted in the poll, and they like the new UFC 279 card better. That's insanity. That is absolute insanity. That we are the MMA community that, being that, what's the word I'm looking for? Being that cohesive in a decision, agreeing that much is crazy to me. Okay. Let's see where we were at. Okay, we were somewhere around here. Max Aldo, unfortunately. Okay, I got that one wrong. Can Yan make 185? Absolutely not. First pay-per-view in history with 2 non-title 5-round fights. Very unique card. That is very true. Soft dudes who fear 5-round fights should play golf. Okay. How many 5-rounders have you been in? Who counts? Till Duplessis, pretty 50-50. Toss-up for me. If the Till that fought Whitaker shows up, Till all day, Driscus is a savage. Or Dricus is a savage. Yeah, I think it comes down to Ken Till's stuff to take down. Does he show up uninjured and in shape? Joey, if Tony beats Nate, how do you see a potential fight with Masvidal? I think Masvidal probably beats him, but it all depends. I could see Tony beating Masvidal too. Hope it doesn't go all 5. Chad Mendes comes back at 35. He's getting the belt? No, he's not. Nate Diaz got lucky. He did get very lucky. Fair enough. Who do you think is Burns' next fight? I don't know. I'm not sure. 125 viewers. My boy Joey coming up. We had 175 earlier. So, guys, like the stream. That's how more people find the stream. So, run up the likes on the stream. We'll go for longer. If you're one of the, hundreds of people watching right now, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, guys. I need you to go subscribe right this minute. I'm going to do a live stream for the fights tomorrow as well. So if you're watching right now, go subscribe. Barnett missed weight. Think he's the second heavyweight in UFC history to miss weight. I think you are right on that one. And have you seen the new video compilation of all the times Guru fans made fun of you in his chat? Nope. I have not seen that. What's wrong with them? I have no idea. 12-year-olds and feminists stalk Guru. I don't know. And I defended you in a comment, and someone said I sound fat and called me the ice cream man. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, but okay. Appreciate you defending me, I guess. Thank you. What's the difference? I don't know what we're talking about there. Good day, mate from Australia. Love your channel, my dude. Appreciate you. Send me location. I know what you mean location, but the K. Big difference, not really. Tony's a champ. Nate's a champ. Nate's a chump. Oh, okay. Yeah, only cornballs following someone mindlessly, which is what a cult is. Yeah, very true. It's the best last-minute change of all time. I agree 100%. It's a great last-minute change. I'm so happy about it. I couldn't be more tickled pink about it. I really couldn't. I'm so hyped about it. I'm hyped about it. Okay, where were we at? Sorry I missed, but what do you think of Kevin's chances to win? I think they're very slim, less than 10%. Who should Bobby fight now? Because in my opinion, Bobby's too small for 205. He's too small. Paulo Costa, I'd like to see. Dreykus striking last fight was terrible. I agree. Heavyweight should be unlimited, honestly. Maybe you're right. Which is worse for a channel? Bias takes or 480p quality? Definitely 480p quality. I don't know how anyone watches 480p. I don't know why, but I'm starting not to like Khamzat's personality. I think he's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. Is this the money fight we've been wanting for Tony Ferguson to get? I don't know. I hope so. An unrelated note, Khamzat Till are so touchy with each other in every video. What is up with them? I don't know. Maybe they're just friends. I think we're looking too much into it. Voice is so annoying. Okay. Joey, how long you keeping this live going? I don't know. Look, guys, what we need to do is we need to pay for UFC 279. When we did the pre-stream for UFC 278, we got enough donations to cover UFC 279. So if you want a 3-hour pre-fight stream, send super chat donations ASAP, and we'll do a 3-hour stream. So there you go. Let me see what I think my phone just vibrated. Oh, it was nothing. It was just Instagram. I actually made a poster. I posted for UFC 279 on Instagram. So it's actually pretty sick. It's not anything crazy. Guys, if you don't already, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MMA Joey C. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MMA Joey C. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'm gonna try to stick around for a little while longer, at least like over 2 hours for sure. Dustin is looking for a money fight. He was ready to jump in. That he was. UFC 279 is a blessing and a curse. We got Diaz versus Ferguson, but the way it was made was a letdown. Very true. I would like to look forward to it for about a month. Khamzat, if he should lose some of his purse, I think that's punishment deserving of crashing the whole event. Yeah, my guess is the UFC knows that he's probably hurt, and they're probably not going to take it from him because of that. I feel like Tony and Nate have a lot of respect for each other. I hope so. Is Holland KO Khamzat? Holy shit. That would be insanity. Burns should fight Colby. I like that matchup as well. Just asking because I'm clocking off work soon. I'm trying to stay around. Stick around, my friend. We'll at least go 2 hours. I'll tell you that much. Or at least go in 2 hours. Thank you for whoever. I don't know why my phone went off for that. But yeah, everybody go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MMA Joey C. Let me see how many followers I got on Instagram now. I'm trying to get to 200. I'm at 192. It looks like people. I don't know why it's notifying me of this, but it looks like a couple people. Boom. No, for sure, Khamzat is a massive dickhead, but he saved 279, so I'm okay with it. I forgive him. I got Burns in a fight against Colby. I'd probably pick Burns too. Do you think Kamaru will be the same after getting KO'd like that? It's hard to say. We won't know until we see Colby over everyone. Joey, how long have you had your bobbleheads? I've gotten every single one of these on release. I have Dustin Poirier, Jorge Masvidal, Demetrius Mighty Mouse, Nick Diaz, and Daniel Cormier. Colby versus Shavkat. I like that as well. Book it. Burns had to take one for the team and fight Khamzat, so make Colby fight Shavkat. We need somebody to test these guys. Patty versus Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney would brutalize him. Terrence McKinney would literally brutalize Paddy Pimblett badly. Colby's scared to fight. Colby's in witness protection. Has Ian Gary lost his hype? Has Ian Gary lost his hype? Nah, I don't think he's lost his hype. I mean, I don't think he ever had a significant amount of hype. What's up, Buster? What's going on? Johnny Blaze too. UFC's Hitman assassinated himself. Yeah, he missed it. We need to test Shavkat and Chimaev because Marty been ducking him since he knew he existed. Marty's not ducking anyone. He's not ducking anyone. Chandler versus Covington. Chandler versus Poirier is already official. So that's not going to happen. Chandler versus Poirier is official for Madison Square Garden. We need guys to test Shavkat and Chimaev because I already read that. I know you're high on Charles Oliveira, but he's going to get ragged out in his next fight. Dustin or Chandler? I think people underestimating Chandler in this one. I got Dustin. I think Dustin wins pretty convincingly. Cannot decide your karma. Okay, interesting. Is it barely registered with me? We're actually getting Tony Nate. Only yesterday I was dreading the prospect of watching two legends getting eaten. MMA gods be good. I agree 100%. It is still okay. Read that. What's the most people you've ever had in your live? I think 190 some. I don't think we've ever cracked 200. 190 some. But I knew tonight would be a popular stream just because of all the news going on. And the pre-fight streams the day before the big cards seem like they're always super popular. So we're doing a long stream tonight. Till 2-hour stream, at least maybe 3-hour stream. Somebody went and liked every picture. I appreciate you. Someone liked every picture on Instagram. But yeah, there was so much news. I really do regret not like popping on at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock and just talking about all the news, maybe doing like a 2-hour stream then and just keep refreshing Twitter. It would have been a very like chill stream because there was constant, everyone was wondering what the hell's going on here? What's going to happen? Who's going to, are the fights going to get canceled? So, holy crap. Nate Diaz, Khamzat Chimaev. Does anybody know who's the favorite in the Nate Diaz, not Nate Diaz, Khamzat Chimaev, Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson fight? Because I haven't seen. And I don't really pay attention to odds at all anyway. I can't believe this is actually happening. I wanted to see Diaz upset Khamzat. Now I feel bad if Ferguson or Diaz loses. You're in the minority, but he wouldn't upset Khamzat. Khamzat would have upset his family when he would have brutalized him and given him CTE. So Patty sucks. UFC 279 probably going to turn to sell the most pay-per-views this year after how it originally was. That's scary. That is crazy, but I doubt it does that. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. Who do you got? I got Charles Oliveira. How many UFC events have you been to and which ones? I've been to 3. UFC 272, UFC 244, or UFC 172, UFC 244, and UFC Overeem versus Rosenstruck. On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad was Dana this week? Dana was pissed. Dana was probably at least a like 8 at some points. If Tony can know Chandler out of the first round, imagine what Dustin would do to him. I don't know what you're saying there. I can't comprehend that one. Has anything like this ever happened in the UFC? No. Pillishaw, a meathead. I hope he gets stomped. I'm bouncing back between Charles and Islam. I can't wait for 280. I agree. It's a tough fight to pick. Tony's favored. Okay, Tony's a favorite on ESPN. Yeah, I think Tony should be the favorite. Who going to win, Kevin, or Khamzat? Khamzat's going to win. So was it really necessary to change up the whole main card because Khamzat missed weight? What was the real reason you think? Nate Diaz was not going to accept the Khamzat Chimaev fight. So by default, if they wanted to find Khamzat Chimaev a fight, they had to take someone else out of another fight. And then they tried to make the most reasonable fight to make, which was Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. So naturally, that's what happened, everyone. It's crazy to see 3 fights get jumbled around like that. 24 hours notice and 3 fights are getting jumbled around. Conor versus Masvidal needs to happen. I agree. Conor versus Masvidal is one of the biggest fights the UFC can make. One of the biggest fights the UFC can make for sure. I mean, you look at Conor versus Masvidal. It makes perfect sense right now to book Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal. Jorge Masvidal is on a 3-fight losing streak. Conor's won 1 fight since 2016. He beat up a washed-up Cowboy Cerrone, ducked Gaethje at that point in time. He could have fought Gaethje or he could have fought Cowboy Cerrone. And guess what? He took Cowboy Cerrone. And that's the only fight he's won since winning the lightweight title against Eddie Alvarez back in 2016, 6 years ago. Jorge Masvidal has had a long career. He's currently on a 3-fight losing streak. He's never fighting for a belt again. And what better fight to throw together right now than Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal? It just makes perfect sense. Stylistically, they're both strikers. They both have big fan bases. Why not put Masvidal versus Conor? That would be a massive fight. That would be a big pay-per-view. I mean, there'd be a lot of pay-per-view sales from that one. I mean, 100%. Conor and Masvidal, I think, would sell over 1 million for sure. And it'd probably get pretty high. It would be one of the top pay-per-views of all time, in my humble opinion. I mean, that's a great fight to book. This is the most unprofessional event in the UFC, but I love the way it turned out. Joe, who do you got in my UFC 281 picks? Pereira, Whaley, Poirier, Reyes, McCann. I probably have Adesanya, Whaley, Poirier, Reyes, and not McCann. She fighting Miranda Maverick? Is that who she's fighting? I can't remember. I keep mixing up Miranda Maverick with someone else. And I can't remember who it was. I'm going to have to look it up. It's not Miranda Maverick, I don't think. Molly McCann versus News Aaron Blanchfield. That's what it is. I don't know why I mix her up with Maverick. But I got Aaron Blanchfield in that one for sure. Masvidal sleeps Conor easy. I'd like to see it. Do you think Mokaev can become the youngest champion? Probably not. Most overrated movie of all time? No idea. I can't comprehend that one. It was just mixed up. Would you rather have Nate and Tony or Dustin stepping in against Nate? Nate, Tony. Frankly, they should just have a replacement fighter for the main event. I think it's unfair to Tony. Maybe. Nate Diaz denied Chimaev fight, a.k.a. not a real West Coast gangster. A real fighter from the streets takes it no matter what. Dana said the doctor stopped Chimaev from cutting because he cramped up. Fact. Okay. Conor can't beat anyone at this point. He can definitely beat somebody, but he's not beating a lot of guys. Or just a movie everyone loved and you thought was okay. To be honest, I don't like most movies. I'm not a big fan of most movies, so there's probably a lot of those, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. MMA Gods, thank you. I think the biggest winner of this is Lee because he gets the most favorable matchup. I don't know if he does. I think he had a more favorable matchup against Tony. I'd be surprised if Conor fights again. I think he will. Plus, that's a winnable fight for Conor. I got Diaz. Who do you got? I got Tony Ferguson. Nate had a better chance to win the bronze. Okay. Had the co-main and featured fights been different divisions, event would have been screwed for sure. Yeah. No training for each other specifically at all. That is crazy. Imagine just switching your opponent on 24 hours notice. That is wild. That is wildness. I mean, I can't imagine 24 hours just mixing up. They should have just kept everything secret and just show us tomorrow. You know, like one of those mystery matches they used to do back in the WWE where someone just comes out randomly from behind the Jumbotron. Costa is extremely overrated, beat up a washed-up fighter on a 3-year layoff and looked like Nick Diaz. Yeah, that Luke Rockhold performance for Paulo Costa wasn't good. Is Bilal fight Khamzat who you got? I got Khamzat. You heard about the 17-year-old fighting on the Contender Series? I did hear about this. UFC did an excellent job fixing Khamzat's mess. Did they? Black Panther and Northman sucked. I didn't think Northman was that bad. Connor has more power than Masvidal. That is very true. Paulo Costa tried picking up a fight with a lighter guy who was cutting weight during fight week. He's clearly on roids, and this was a weight bully at middleweight, walking around at 225. I don't know, man. They were just kind of talking. What's your dream matchup? Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira, Habib Nurmagomedov, John Jones, Francis Ngannou, prime Anderson Silva, prime GSP. That was my idea. We should have found out in the walkouts. That would have been pretty cool. But that doesn't sell pay-per-views. Do you think Dana is any way upset about? He's pissed for sure. But he probably knows the real reason. He's just not going to say. Because he was asked during that IG live, and he kind of cringed. And he said, well, the doctor stopped him. But there was something more to that for sure. So what is Diaz doing? I heard Real Fight Inc. is being rumored as a new fight organization owned by the Diaz. He's got his last fight tomorrow and possibly fight Jake Paul for a bag. He's probably going to go box after this. I'm sure the last-minute opponents happen all the time at Pride. Yeah, but this isn't Pride, my friend. I guess the only thing that can be mad about public reception is his new star Khamzat. Yeah, Khamzat comes out smelling like dog shit. Khamzat comes out smelling like dog shit. I'm telling you that for a fact. For 100% fact. I'm going to go check out how the videos are doing real quick. I hope they all go over 1,000. Ferguson versus Diaz prediction video doing pretty solid. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. UFC 279 got huge upgrades. Just popping off significantly. I hope it climbs a lot tomorrow as well. It's got a solid click-through rate. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna post my playlist in here after I end the stream, but I'm gonna go for a while longer anyway. So keep throwing the questions in the chat. But when I leave, if you guys are still up, you can watch all my UFC 279 videos. I don't know why this is not there. Let me go save this to playlist. 279, add that to playlist. I got to start doing these playlists more often because it's so easy. It's so easy just to throw all the videos in a playlist. Let me refresh this real quick. We're gonna hit 5,000 subscribers this week, guys. We're gonna hit 5,000 subscribers this week. I'm pretty sure. So I don't need this open anymore. Don't need this open anymore. Yep. So there we go. Kevin Holland, Khamzat Chimaev prediction, Ferguson Diaz prediction. UFC 279 just got massive upgrades. I mean, this is a heavy playlist right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 videos on the UFC 279 playlist. And now I got hiccups in the middle of the stream. I think this is the second time this has happened to me. But I can't wait for UFC 280. I really can't. I mean, I'm so pumped for that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be live streaming the fights tomorrow. Let me actually do this. Yeah, so guys, I'll be streaming the pay-per-view tomorrow night. If you guys want to come join me and watch the pay-per-view with me, I can't put the actual pay-per-view on the screen, just get my reaction to it. I have to. After the card change and it's so much better, and I've been complaining so much about it, I have to just enjoy it and get you guys can get my live reaction on stream. Yeah, 280 is so far away. Oh no, please no. No weight no weight misses, nothing. Please nothing. Nothing for UFC 280. Okay, where are we at? Dan, bro, you still streaming? It's only been 2 hours. We usually, for the pre-fight streams, I usually do a longer stream. So, here I am. Khamzat probably thought Dana was going to let it slide. I don't know what that means. By let it slide, it was up to Nate Diaz whether or not he was going to take the fight. GSP versus Khabib dream matchup. Yeah, that's another good one. What's your opinion on what happened with Chimaev's situation? Was this a conspiracy theory? Confused how it all went down? Wish people didn't boo Chimaev since the card's better. I think the conspiracy is non-existent, but, it is what it is. I just think Khamzat thought he could make weight. He missed weight. Nate Diaz refused to take the fight, so the fights got shuffled around. Dana White punching his pillow right now. Not because of business reasons, but because he wanted to see Nate Diaz get slaughtered. This is the skinny fat main event. I don't know how the fight this guy is going to go and watch his video tonight, Nate Diaz. Yeah, I saw that. Do you think Chris Curtis will fight Nick Maximoff? Nah. Chris Curtis will win that easily for sure. And that's not biased. That's the truth. But nah, I don't think so. Holland by sub or KO if he wins, which is more likely? He would have to win by KO. Imagine training to fight someone then for months, then the day before they change it. Yeah, it's super unfair. When Khamzat missed weight, Dana White, give this man a towel. What was your reaction to the card shakeup? I have a full dedicated video on the channel, but I was pumped. I was very, very pumped about that. I mean, I was hyped. I was straight up hyped. I mean, how can you not be? The card's so much better now. It's a substantially better card. Wonder what people will say when Chimaev mauls Holland early. What's the excuse going to be for Holland fans and Chimaev haters? Interested to see also if Nate loses what happens. I think people expect Chimaev to maul Holland. As far as if Nate loses, what happens? Life goes on. Nate goes and leaves the UFC. UFC 280 is so far away. I know it sucks. It's literally 6 weeks away. Do you think coming with 50 people entourage is an intimidation thing? I've seen it happen with Conor, Khabib, Nate. Does it give the sport a bad rep? I don't know. Probably an intimidation thing for sure, though. I'm bummed there's such a big time gap between 279 and 280. Yeah. There used to be a pay-per-view that was supposed to happen in early October. And I guess because of lack of fights or whatever, the UFC decided not to move forward with it, and they canceled it. Originally, the Abu Dhabi card was supposed to be 281. And the NYC card was supposed to be 282. Remember how a lot of people thought UFC 279 would be a letdown, but it turned out to be one of the best cards this year? I feel this card will be much more exciting considering the massive changes. I hope so. Will 280 be free like 267? No. It might have been had they had the extra card in October. For real, till prelim, I'll join in the live watch along. I don't know what you're saying there. I'll be live streaming at least the main card. I'll try to come on at like 9, which is like an hour before the card starts, but no promises. People underestimate Conor in the matchup versus Masvidal because of size, but they are relatively the same size in my opinion. Only thing is height, and Conor has dealt with taller opponents. I think Conor can win the Masvidal matchup. I would favor Masvidal though. What is RDA ranked at, and who do you think he should fight next? I think he's like 8 or 9. I'd like to see him against Arman, but he says he doesn't want Arman. You can see it on his face. He weighed in. He knew he wasn't going to get in trouble. Yeah, for sure. Wait, I didn't watch Khamzat weigh in last time he used a towel in the weigh in against Gilbert. If he struggles, it was either that one or 267 against Li. He used a towel. Tony, doctor stoppage, round 5. Chimaev's inside minute sub. D-Rod 29-28 split decision. War. Gangsters moving silent. Hey, it's Mike from yesterday. I'm back. What's up, Mike? I'm happy you're back, my friend. What were you doing? Where were you been? Where have you been, Mike? That's the real question. Where have you been? I really regret not streaming like 3 to 5 earlier. Because it would have been fun when all the stuff was going on. It crossed my mind, but then I was like, well, the news is going to come out, and then I want to do my video, and I didn't want to be streaming, so I was like, what do I do here? So that's why I didn't stream, but I ended up waiting 3 hours for the news to come out. Someone posted a meme. Li Jingliang asked for permission to fight in a suit. I can't believe we didn't get a presser for this. While Connor's gone, I think Nate is the biggest star in the UFC right now. Who's a bigger star than Nate right now? Nate may very well be the biggest star in the UFC. He used the towel against Leach. Thank you. Somebody told me that earlier, but I couldn't remember for sure. I think Khamzat matchup got even easier. Nah, I think it's about the same. Sorry, bro. No big deal. I was just messing with you. Unpopular opinion, if Khamzat stands with Holland for too long, he's getting slept. I don't think he's going to stand with him too long, but I don't think he's getting slept either. Lawler versus Nate at 170. Nate's going bye-byes. He's not fighting in the UFC anymore. Did you ever get a replica belt? UFC store just disconnected the classic champ belt about 2 months ago. Luckily, I picked one up. No, I did not. Why don't you send me yours, though? I'll put it up in the background. What advantage does Kevin Holland have against Khamzat? Genuinely curious. Probably slightly better striker. But that's about it. I don't think like he blows Khamzat out of the water in the striking, but he's got a massive reach advantage, and I think he throws, pretty good combinations with his hands specifically. Has really good long, straight punches. So he has a striking advantage, but not a lot. Not a lot. Striking, maybe. There you go. What are the chances of being a brawl after the pay-per-view? I feel like there's bound to be a brawl backstage tomorrow. Imagine that happens and the fights get canceled. Oh my God. After we get, we get blue balled with this amazing card or this great card. Khamzat or Patty is on Nate's level of popularity right now. You think so? I disagree. I don't think Nate is a major draw. I think he's decently a draw. Not great, but one of the bigger ones. I mean, there's not a lot of great draws right now. Also, who's more popular, Izzy or O'Malley? Probably Izzy. If Nate was to win against Ferguson, Dana White would be so mad, for sure. Jones' comeback will be bigger than a Nate fight. A Jones comeback? Yeah, Jones is definitely a bigger star than Nate. What are people going to say when Chimaev mauls Holland? Any way he chooses, just feels like Chimaev gets no respect when he wins. They're probably going to say he was supposed to, but he is supposed to. Johnny Bones comes back. I think he's the biggest star at that point, especially with Nate gone. Agreed. Yeah, he's a bigger star than Nate, regardless. Holland just has some thumpers on him. Yeah, Holland knows he's going to get ragdolled tomorrow night. He knows. Deep down, he knows, my friend. So I actually feel bad for Kevin Holland. Got the shaft in this one because he went from a winnable fight that I was picking him in to win to now a matchup where he's going to get slaughtered and look bad in the welterweight division. Well, I guess it's not the welterweight division. It is a catchweight division. So I have friends who don't follow MMA who knew Nate Diaz was fighting this weekend. Yeah, I'm sure. That's for sure. Nate draws in the casuals. Gotta love MMA. Who do you think next for Patty? Can't be anyone too good. I'm thinking maybe Jim Miller. Favorite fighter between UFC 112? I don't know what you're saying there. If you're asking between UFC 1 and UFC 12, I wasn't a fan then. I was a baby probably at that point in time. So Chimaev gets nothing from that win. Not fair because he loses. He's laughed at. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he did it to himself by missing weight. So win or lose, Nate Diaz. Nate leaves the UFC. Then what? Fight? Yeah, probably. That's probably it. Fight thou who shall not be named. Respect to Kevin Holland, real OG, for taking this fight. Agreed. Khamzat is dope for this. He deserves no credit for a victory tomorrow. It doesn't even count for welterweight division. It does nothing for his ranking. But it's his fault, though. But I appreciate him for missing weight, though. I think a Ronda return would be bigger than an 8 fight, for sure. Ronda was massive. Imagine Kevin flatlines Khamzat and then fights Liang for the title. That would never happen. Khamzat just needs a title shot at 170 or 185 if he's going to get mocked if losing to lower tier guys, while Usman gassed and praised getting slept out cold weeks ago. Okay. I can't wait for Silva to KO bro who shall not be named. Soon enough, maybe. Any big fights for Tony at 170 if he beats Nate? Most fighters getting title shot from beating him. I would like to see. I wouldn't mind Tony versus Masvidal. I wouldn't mind Tony versus Nick Diaz if Nick Diaz comes back. I wouldn't mind Tony versus Robbie Lawler. I don't know why they're doing Robbie Lawler versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. I mean, that's an absolute travesty of a fight. I can't believe that they're booking that. So I'll say Tony versus Lawler next. But I don't know. Lawler might be on his way out of the UFC if he loses to Santiago. But maybe a Nick Diaz fight or a Jorge Masvidal fight. I think, or a Conor McGregor fight. The Conor McGregor fight's number one on the list for my personal taste. So give him the Conor fight if he wins this. But I think they were going to give him the Conor fight if he lost. The difference is Chimaev doesn't just hug people. He goes to kill. Very true. You think John Jones should stay at 205 or going up to heavyweight? I always wanted to see him at heavyweight, but I don't know what would have been advisable. If Tony loses to Nate, he's done for sure. Tony versus Wonderboy, Tony versus Wonderboy if he KOs Nate in sides 2. I mean, that's okay, but I don't really want to see that. Remember when Nick said he wanted Usman, and then he proceeded to give up against Robbie Lawler? Yes, I do. Tony, don't look small at welterweight. Yeah, I don't think he looks particularly large either. UFC 2022, the year of the fallen legends. Yeah, I was becoming a Khamzat fan, but after this, not anymore. He's going to get humbled soon. Yeah, I'm still a Khamzat fan. I'm even more of a fan for Khamzat after this. I'm happy he did this, to be quite honest. He satisfied me with this. This new card, that's what I think about the new card. I still can't believe they booked Robbie versus Ponzinibbio. Why would they ever book that in a million years? I mean, seriously, who wants to see that? Ponzinibbio just got to win. I see this clip, Khamzat reiterating the fact that he was told to stop cutting weight. I think that's a cop-out, though. How did the doctors even get there? Is what I need to know. He had something going on. He called the doctors up there. I'm so excited about this Diaz-Ferguson matchup. The fact that we're going to see them staring across from each other makes me hyped as hell. I mean, this is a matchup I've dreamed about for many years. Anthony had a medical condition which is unfair to judge him. Seen too many people complaining when the card is electric. Be grateful. I don't know what we're talking about there. Who has the best chance to beat Volk at 145 in the future? Mavsar Evloev. Name 5 fighters you don't like personality-wise or can't stand. I don't even know, to be honest. I didn't like Tony Kelly. Colby kind of rubs me the wrong way, but I wouldn't say I hate any of these. Sean O'Malley's been starting to rub me the wrong way, even though I don't hate him. People think I hate him, but the way he took the Pedro no contest was super annoying. Juliana Pena annoys the hell out of me. And I'll say Conor annoys me, but I love watching Conor fight, so I don't like his personality, though, that's for sure. Tony versus Barbarino. That's another matchup that could be made. Conor versus Nick. Stop. If they book that, that'd be a travesty. So when we getting Conor McGregor versus Diego Sanchez? Yeah, that's what Conor's been begging for years now. Holland said in an interview today, "My people were worried for me because they know I have no wrestling," and he laughed about it. He doesn't have any wrestling. He knows he's going to get murked. He knows he's going to get murked. He took it. He's getting a bigger paycheck. That's why. That's why, guys. Can't believe someone said Conor versus Nick. Who wants that? Can the MMA gods come through with a Holland win tomorrow? I don't want to see a Holland win. Did we ruin a contender just because he missed weight? I want to see a Khamzat Chimaev win. I wouldn't mind a Tony Ferguson. If I could choose, I'd go a Tony Ferguson and a Khamzat Chimaev win. Yeah, Jorge Masvidal also. He's on that list too. You're right. Demanding an undeserved title shot. I honestly think Topuria looks so dangerous. I can see him possibly getting a KO over Volk unless something I don't know about his wrestling defense. He has really good jiu-jitsu. People think of him as a striker. He's a better grappler. But I think Volk's better than him. Too well-rounded. Volk would probably knock him out, honestly. Holland wins, ruins the Chimaev-Usman fight. No one wants Holland to win. I agree. I can't believe some people thought Pena had a chance to beat Nunes in the rematch. Pena has some of the worst striking I've ever seen in my entire life. It literally looks like she's fighting off a swarm of bees. Logan Paul, skipping that. D-Rod Chimaev Ferguson winning would make my night. D-Rod Chimaev Ferguson. That's all my picks, so hopefully I'm right. I still want Tony versus Hooker. That's a great matchup too. Habib posted a photo with "It's a good day." Who is he mocking? Nate, Tony, or Chimaev? I have no idea. It's crazy that when a fighter gets KO'd, they walk around and talk right after. They don't remember any of that. And most of them said they come to in an ambulance. That is wild. That is wild when you think about it. The Dagestan featherweight who retired beats Volk. Zabit? Nah, Zabit doesn't beat him too, but cardio issue. Topuria versus Patty is a joke. I'd like to see him book it, but they're not going to book that. They're not going to book that. Let's do a poll real quick. Who do you want to win? Tony Ferguson or Nate Diaz? Boom. Who do you want to win? Go vote in the poll immediately. Go vote in the poll. I still can't believe we're getting my dream fight in Tony Ferguson versus Nate Diaz. And I forgot to tweet out the stream. I forgot to tweet out my own stream. I'm pissed. Live right now discussing UFC on my YouTube channel, discussing UFC 279. I'm having trouble typing today. Boom, tweet that out. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I broke the news on Twitter today. I was the first to break the news, to be honest, per sources. They were swapping all three of the main fights around. Go check my timeline right now. 12:36, I tweeted it out. I can't believe it's already so late. It's almost 2 a.m. We'll at least go for a 2.5 hour stream. How long should we do the stream, guys? How long should we do the stream? Let me know. And if you're lurking in the stream right now, let me know. I want to know who's lurking in here right now. I would like to know. Let's see. Details expanded. I'm going to go back to my tweet from earlier. Per sources, Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm looking for it. Okay, so apparently it's not that. It's not that. 24-hour stream, at least another 20 stream until imagine I just go through all the way through. Imagine I go through all the way through UFC 179. What happened? Why is Ferguson fighting Nate? What, did you just wake up, bro? Or is that a serious question? If it is, I'll answer it, but let me know. 12 hours, 24 hours. I'm living in another country. Imagine living in another country and waking up, the whole entire card has changed. That is true. I never even considered that. Khamzat Chimaev missed weight. So Nate Diaz refused to fight him because he missed weight. So they booked Kevin Holland versus Khamzat Chimaev. They booked D-Rod versus Li Jingliang. And they booked Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson in the main event. The Chimaev and Diaz fight are both 5 rounds. So it's still a 5-round. There's still 2 5-round fights on this card. But yeah, the whole card got swapped around now. Craziness. But we're all happy about it, honestly. Tony Ferguson said champ shit only. Joe, what would make Chimaev miss weight, be erased where fans still gave him credit with a win tomorrow? Would he have to do something like he did? Yeah, I think if he wins dominantly like I expect him to do, I think he'll still get credit. The last time I watched something related to this event, I watched Nate Diaz weigh in. 24-hour stream, 12 hours, what happened? I am playing PS5 and listening. Yeah, let me know if you're in here. Look, hold on. This is a question I always like to ask when there's a significant amount. Let me know where you're watching the stream. Where in the world are you watching the stream from right now? If you're in here, post in the chat, where are you watching from? You know, I know there's a lot of lurkers, but at least let me know where you're watching from. Be as specific or as non-specific as you want to be. At least another 20. How's work going for you, Casey? Didn't you say you were clocking in? Still here. It's Tony time. Okay, I already read this. You can go all the way. That would be legendary. There's no way I'd be able to survive that. How hard do you think it should be to get into the Hall of Fame? Do non-champions? I don't know, man. It's so subjective. The UFC is going to induct who they want to induct. If Tony loses today, tomorrow will be retired or be cut. He'll probably retire. I mean, I don't know. I hope he doesn't get cut. There was a guy who went off on private island and came back, had no clue COVID existed, was panicking when saw people. That is crazy. Never knew that. I love how Holland demanded 5 rounds, even though there's a 0% chance he makes it past 3. That is actually true. That is actually true. So the only good fights tomorrow, the last 3, yes, pretty much. I mean, Johnny Walker, Ian Kutalaba should be fun. Holland versus Chimaev, a 5-rounder, yes. Bruh, Holland gets smoked, yes. Denmark, SoCal, South Africa. If Khamzat KOs Holland within the first, he'll get his credit. I'm watching from South Africa, South Australia, North America, Oklahoma, South Africa. Again, same answer from same guy. North Indiana? California, where it was 102 degrees today, now pouring rain. Seems fitting for how this card has been storming up. My free picks for tomorrow: Kutalaba KO, D-Rod decision, Chimaev submission, Tony TKO. That's actually all my picks, bro. For the most part, outside of I got Tony by doctor stoppage, TKO doctor stoppage. Do you think Nick Diaz is done? I think Nick Diaz has been done for about 10 years. Johnny Walker didn't know the card change and learned about it mid-interview. Well, he's not paying. It's probably all that THC in his bloodstream. Well, I'm changing jobs in next week's. The restaurant service industry sucks, boy. Trust me on that, even if you're making big tips. Yeah, I could never do that. People are too rude. Sweden, UK, Sweden. Okay, the same guy. I'm going through withdrawals. South Carolina. Indiana. I don't know what we're saying. What are we laughing about here? What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. I don't remember. What are we lamelling about? What's this stand for? IN. I'm tired, bro. Stop it. Blonde Tony gonna smoke everybody. Sweden, Stockholm. I bet Diaz, Holland, Li, Walker winning. I don't think Diaz wins. Today's my sister's birthday. Her name is. Tell your sister I said happy birthday. You think Johnny earlier will win? I don't think so. I think Johnny's the better fighter, but I don't trust his chin. So I don't know. I think Johnny Walker is a better fighter. I think has a more variety of attack. I don't trust Ian Cutelaba, but I think he gets it done somehow, but I'm not confident on that. I think he probably finishes Ian Cutelaba, who doesn't have a great chin, and gets back on the winning track. I think. Best to never win a belt at 55, Poirier or Tony. Well, technically they both won a belt, interim belts, but I'll say Tony. Walker, you called the flag Indiana, but I don't know what you meant. Just thought it was funny. You called the flag Indiana. I don't even know what we're talking about there. Do you know what penalty Chimaev will get? Possibly a purse reduction, but I don't even think he's going to get a purse reduction. So essentially, he's going to get no penalty other than being criticized in the court of public opinion. Johnny Walker is so much more likable than Ion. I want to see Ion get brutally KO'd as Johnny did against Jamal. I agree. I don't like Ion Cutelaba either. I'm the type of guy who was hoping for Diaz to get absolutely smashed versus Chimaev so that Paul wouldn't get the Nate Diaz fight. Oh, you know what happened here? I know what you got. I know where the confusion is. Now that I just seen this message, I know what's going on here. Let me find it real quick. Where's it at? Where's this message at? I'm looking for this message on YouTube now. What flag are we talking about? I've never seen a flag anywhere. I thought it was on the YouTube chat and it didn't show up in the StreamYard, but I don't see any flag. So I still don't know what we're talking about. I don't care for Johnny anymore. Failed experiment. Who would Johnny fight if he won? I have no clue on that one. The flag is the flag of India, and he said India. I didn't see a flag anywhere. That's why I was saying the Hill Walker KO is funny as crap. Yeah, the way he fell back was crazy. Holland flying knee in 14 seconds. You just found a crystal ball. I want Tony to win because I love he still has, and I want champ spirit, which Diaz seems lacking since Tony will never be a champion again. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. Tony will never contend for a championship again. He will never be an interim champion again. It will never happen. I hate to break it to you. Definitely not at welterweight. Tony would get brutalized so badly at welterweight, it's not even funny. Did you have Jones versus Reyes scored for Reyes? No, I did not. I thought it could have went either way, but I think I scored it for Jones. A lot of people cried about that, but I thought it was pretty close. Let's see. I can't believe. Was there anybody disappointed that Khamzat pulled out? I don't think anyone was. Yeah, it never showed up on my end. I looked for it even in the YouTube chat because I thought maybe it showed up in the YouTube chat, but it didn't show up in the YouTube chat either for me on my studio. On the studio, let me go to actual the YouTube video itself. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it was down here. Yeah, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't show the flag anywhere. I never seen the flag anywhere. Guys, do me a favor. We're going to go for a little bit longer. If you have not liked the stream already, like the stream right this very second. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel. I will be streaming not only a live stream during the fights tomorrow, I will be streaming a live post-fight immediately following UFC 279. So subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. I will be live for multiple hours tomorrow as well. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. We are currently at 4,848 subscribers. So we're creeping there. We should be there soon. We're creeping there. So if you guys can help me, go double check and make sure you're subscribed. If you are subscribed, make sure you turn on notifications so you get notifications tomorrow. And throw some questions in the chat. We're going to go for a little bit longer. This has been a highly successful stream tonight. I knew it would be. I wanted to get on earlier, but I had to make videos and get them out. I didn't make the Li Jingliang, Daniel Rodriguez one, but it is what it is. I just didn't have time. I knew I had to jump on the stream. Okay. And Iceman, you said there was a compilation earlier of a video. Go comment that on one of my videos, and I'll check it out after stream. If you would. Just go comment the link and timestamp if I need a timestamp. I don't know if it's a dedicated video or what. I would like to see what you were talking about. It never showed me no flag, by the way. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Any Bellator fights you hyped for? I'm hyped to see AJ McKee, and I'm hyped to see who is Pitbull fighting? Pitbull. Bellator. It comes up, I think, in November. Patricio Pitbull has an upcoming fight against Adam Borix. That should be a decent fight. I think Adam Borix versus Patricio Pitbull should be fun. AJ McKee, I forgot who he's fighting, but I'm looking forward to seeing McKee return. I'm not like dying to see it, but it should be good. Garbrandt and Yaya has finally been added to the UFC schedule. I have no idea. Tony has been the champ mindset, was brutally KO'd months back, and is already back in the octagon. Got to respect him. Agreed. Joey, why'd the chicken cross the road? Because he was scared to fight a real OJ. I've never even heard of Daniel Rodriguez. Well, you've been missing out. Daniel will lose because you've never heard of him. He's going to win, I think. But he could lose. Do you think fighters should surrender ranking when they only... Probably. Iceman, I don't know what we're saying there. I saw Borik's last fight. It was a war. Yeah, I saw it as well. I think I even live streamed it. I have no idea on this one, my friend. I have no idea. All right, guys. We went 2.5 hours for the pre-fight stream. It was real. It was fun. And it was real fun. We talked about everything. We beat everything. UFC 279. We beat it to death. Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson. Amazing matchup. Thank you to the MMA gods. I appreciate you, MMA gods. Chimaev Holland, don't really care all that much for. Don't really care that much for, but I'm hyped to see Khamzat fight. Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez should be fun. So it's a much better card. It's still not a great card, don't get me wrong, but I love the main event. Honestly, I think tomorrow's card is going to have like a 75% finish rate. I'm stoked. Okay. I missed you, Henry White. Who changed his profile pic? Oh, it's Casual Fan. I didn't even know that. Well, anyway, guys, I appreciate you joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Join me tomorrow for my live stream for UFC 279. Join me tomorrow for my UFC 279 post-fight. Go watch. I'm going to send you guys a video real quick. I'm going to send you guys a video. I need you to watch this video. And inside the description of this video, there's an entire UFC 279 playlist. You can watch. There's 12 videos. 3 of them are from today. Oh, no, this is the wrong thing. Damn it, how do I delete this? I can't even delete that message. That link isn't going to work. That's so annoying. That's the wrong link, so I got to remove that real quick. I don't know how I messed that up. Let me go find it. Let me go find what I was actually looking for. Somehow I clicked on the wrong link. That should be it. But yeah, guys, go watch this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And in the description, go to the UFC 279 playlist and watch all those videos as well. I would greatly appreciate it. If Tony wins, he's going to say, "Where you at, McNuggets? You fucking piece of shit. I'll kick your ass." That'd be hilarious. I got banned, bro. John Henry. Oh, so you had to make a new one. Okay, Little Seal's a little bit drunk, obviously. Thanks for the content today. Thank you for being a member, Casey. If anyone wants to join the best MMA Discord around, become a member. The link is in the description. It's $3 a month. You can join the members Discord. We're in there messaging constantly, 24/7. So go sign up for that. I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining me. Make sure you go check out this video and like it and comment on it, and I will respond to you if you do it in the next 10 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your night.